Damn, the last time I saw you was the podcast?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, you invited me to another one, but I couldn't make it.
Yeah. Because you were a Jew.
Yeah, man,
He goes, I wish.
I had family obligations with the nephews, man. I can't not go do stuff with them.
How are they doing?
Good, man.
Yeah.
They're playing basketball now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
White boy basketball players.
They think they're freaking Michael Jordan already.
LeBron James.
They're more like Bronny.
We'll see, man. They can dribble, but they can't shoot very good.
Is their first
and
year?
they can get rebounds, right?
Yeah.
I figured they could.
Cannon the other day was like, they did tryouts. He goes, yeah, we did tryouts, but I didn't make any shots, but I could dribble.
That's good.
That's half the battle, son.
That's the hardest part of the battle.
I remember when my nephew, he decided that he wanted to quit football. And I have zero idea why he wanted to do that. But anyways, he was like, I'm going to play basketball because you don't tackle each other, right? And then I pulled up to the driveway, and he's playing basketball or practicing, right? He's practicing dribbling, and I'm watching him from the street in my truck, and I was like, this kid is the most awful basketball player I've ever seen in my entire life. And I get out, and I walk up to him, and I say, hey, bro. I said, when I was your age, I could dribble, I could shoot, I could pass. I had endurance. And I logged in 0 minutes of organized basketball, and I walked in.
And you wonder why he quit, fucker.
No, I think he had a better choice. He's in the Tex Tech band now.
Yeah.
And
he's a sexually active band nerd.
Hey, dude, he was telling me the other day. So he came back from Memphis, right? He went to the bowl game, and I said, "How was it?" And he's telling us about this and that. He didn't know who Elvis was, and they were at Graceland. But he said going over there was fine. He goes, coming back, he goes, man, those band people, man, they're like so weird and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, God damn, they're fucking weirder than you.
You asshole.
He just looked at me and like, I'm not weird compared to them.
That's what deals are for.
And I was like, God damn, he's the cool guy in the band.
He's a good kid, man.
No, he's a good kid. He's a good kid, and he like tried so hard to not be hood like us, and then he's like, I think they were actually cool. Like us old guys or whatever, we're actually cool. We're not even hood. We just got into a couple of bar fights and whatever.
It's crazy that you say that. Would you call us hood?
No. I would have said that we had some ghetto tendencies. When we were young, we were maybe.
I don't think we were hood.
I don't think we were hood at all.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't no gangbangers.
Nah.
Oh, well, according to the white boys on the other side of town, what would you consider us Mexicans back when we were kids?
Not the group of Mexicans, just us.
I never thought about that. I was always friends with y'all, so I was over in the.
Yeah. We were just Mexicans, right? We weren't, yeah.
Some cool ass Mexicans.
Yeah, we were just Mexicans, but we weren't ghetto. We weren't hood.
House is like, I'm
we
gonna
hooked
go
in with hood rats every now and then, but
House is like, I'm gonna go kick it with them hood ass Mexicans.
all the times I went and hang out in the Army with y'all, I never even thought anything about it.
No. It's like we're just on the Mexican side of town. And when I went to go hang out with y'all, and I called y'all the rednecks, the country motherfuckers, and I felt like the only difference between us and y'all is that we knew how to speak Spanish.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
But the maturity in me has matured, right? Because younger me, if you were white, you were rich.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh no! When I went over to
he's white, he's rich. Yeah.
when I went over to the house's house, I was like, "Oh, these motherfuckers live like us."
I went to House's house. I still thought they were rich.
And we lived in Tech Terrace. We lived in the poor part of Tech Terrace.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
The
oh,
end
this is
part
a
of
rich.
it.
You live on the rich side
Dude,
of
I
town.
was poor, man. I grew up eating government cheese and shit, man. I was always poor.
Nah. I think none of us were ever poor.
Well, no, we.
You know what I
No,
mean?
I was real poor.
No, you go, but you get what I'm saying. Like, we never went without. You
No,
know?
we
Like,
ate.
we ate fucking good. Like,
And if we
I
got
went out a
that,
couple. I went without a few times.
I never went without eating.
As you can tell, I never did either.
I might have some fucked up shoes, but I never went without eating.
Exactly.
that was crazy too, man. Because I remember like one pair of sneakers all year, and then the next year, you better hope your foot didn't grow too much because those old last year's pair were your play shoes.
Yeah, you rotate them.
Yeah.
I
We
still
was
rotate my
getting-
shoes.
What do you mean?
Like I'll get a new pair, and when
Oh, and then those are your play shoes
when those smell too bad, yeah, they become my yard shoes.
for real?
Yeah, I still do that shit.
Damn, bro.
I have like 4 pairs of shoes that I just need to throw
that
away,
can't leave rotation.
but they won't leave rotation. Yeah.
We had to make our Payless shoes survive, man, and that's hard.
Dude, that's
XJ900?
one, bro. That's one thing
And
that
Walmart
I
shoes.
took an ass whooping for, bro.
Yeah.
Legit. I think it was like I keep saying this story on several other podcasts, probably not even mine, but second or third grade, my dad was like, "All right, let's go school clothes shopping," and then we went to Payless, and he's like, "Pick a shoe." I was like, "Nope." And he was like, "If you don't pick a fucking shoe, I'm whooping your ass." I was like, "Well, you better whoop my ass because I'm not fucking picking
Dude,
one
I
of these
even
shoes."
had to wear Carl's baseball cleats to school.
I would have
for
done
one day.
that. I would have
I
wore
did,
fucking
because-
cleats to school and wear Payless shoes.
Our shoe got tore up. You get some of Carl's old cleats and wear those to school.
Yeah. And you know what? It wasn't because like I don't even know how to explain it. Like the reasoning for that was I didn't want to get clowned at school. You know, like, oh, you got the cheap Jordans or the fake Jordan, you know, that type
Yeah.
of shit. I was like, no, I ain't getting my ass clowned at school for wearing Payless shoes. So yeah, they had to fork over like $40 or $50 for like shoes at Anthony's that were like the low grade Reeboks or
Yeah.
some shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
the first like NBA star player shoes I had was the Patrick Ewings.
Oh, those were fucking tight.
Those were the first
the
ones.
high
and I
tops.
thought, yeah, the
Yeah.
black ones. Mm-hmm. I thought it was like freaking awesome then. I was like,
But did you jump faster? I mean, jump
No.
higher and run faster?
you ever know me to even
He
jump higher
I got
any-
slower.
every time?
He said I started running down the court like Patrick Ewing.
Freaking dragging my knuckles like a gorilla.
God dang. That reminds me. That reminds me of that roast of Emmett Smith. Have you seen that? No. That fucking comedian was like, "God damn, Shaq, look at your knuckles. Would you walk here?" Jeff Ross. It was Jeff Ross, dude. He fucking told Shaq, he's like, "God dang, look at your knuckles. What'd you do? Walk here?"
Was that a recent roast?
No, dude, this was years ago. Probably like early 2000s.
Because he did a New Year's Eve roasting
Yeah.
too, right?
He's got probably like hundreds of roast under his belt because
Yeah.
like he's the king of roast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
They said that they don't want to do them anymore because nobody wants to do it.
Yeah, well, we come in a pussy ass society that
Because you see the Tom Brady one?
yo,
He
that
all
one was
pissed.
good.
It was, but he was all pissed about it.
Yeah,
They went too far on some shit.
Tony Hinchcliffe's talked about that. Like he
Yeah.
was pissed. He said something about his shoes, and he was like, "Well, my fucking shoe will be up your ass in a minute or something."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best one is that Nikki Glazer, dude.
Oh,
That bitch is fucking
Oh no,
funny.
she was hilarious.
She's hilarious, man.
I wonder what she looks like naked.
That's some bad legs, dude.
Probably pretty similar as when she had some clothes on.
I was told by a coach in 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade. My coach said that every girl's nipples are the color of their lips. That's why we sucked at football. Because our coaches were telling us that shit.
Oh, shit.
and their pubes are the color of their eyebrows.
Oh shit!
He goes, y'all don't have to worry about it. All y'all bitches are black haired.
You nappy-headed hoes. God dang. Well, welcome to the show house.
Yeah, man, good to be here, man. Hey, I like the new studio, dude.
Hey,
It's out here
thanks,
close
man.
to where the old porn shop with the glory holes used to be.
Oh, dude.
I think
Is that
this used
still
to be a
open?
glory hole.
I don't know. I checked yesterday when I was out here, so I know it wasn't
It's
open.
not open?
I think the building got tore down.
Oh, wow. I remember going there one time, just once, out of the thousands of times we drove to South Plains, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna stop, man." And I stopped, and yeah, it was what you expected it to be.
It's pretty
That
raunchy.
little.
Yeah, it was raunchy as fuck.
I never been there, but my ex nephew-in-law told me that he's a sheriff's deputy, and he said that there's a little theater in the back, holes in the walls, people just glory holding it up, man. And they'd arrest people. He's like, as soon as your dick goes in that hole, you get arrested.
Damn, for real? Yeah. That dang, there was cops chilling right there.
They would suck it a couple of times and they're like, "You're arrested."
Fuck.
They were doing steakhouse.
How did that work?
I don't know.
Steakhouse, they're like, "Oh, there goes Tyrone again with that big ass pecker."
You would think that, right? I bet it's like all this fucking, like, just corny, goofy motherfuckers that never got ass. And
All these just undercover people, man.
have you
Taking
seen?
people-
I showed my wife. There's a TikTok account. I can't even remember it, but all he does is go up through the red light district in Thailand, in Bangkok.
Oh.
And motherfucker, bro. Like, if you're a black dude, forget it. Like, all of them tackle the black dude, and like are pulling them each way. Like, come on, come on, come on. And then if you're American, even worse, bro.
Really?
And I was showing her like they're aggressive as fuck. Like, they'll fucking hold you and like pull you. Like, they will not leave you alone.
And you're not gonna get women. You're gonna get lady boys over there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Is it
Well,
women?
These women are women because
Okay.
they're not cute
Yeah.
at all.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the lady boys. It's the lady boys
They're
that are,
fucking hot in Thailand.
That's what I'm saying.
They got a
Balled up.
pecker.
yeah, it's the lady boys that are like the hot ones.
Yeah.
And then these bitches that are all on these videos, like not
No.
one is fucking cute. Yeah.
No, if you want
Okay.
bad bitches, you go to Colombia. Like,
Yeah, that's different.
Brazil
Yeah.
or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
The passport bros, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't go to fucking Thailand anymore. You're gonna get done in the fucking booty by those lady boys.
Y'all seen that video of Travis Kelce's ex on a podcast where I guess at the time of this podcast they were dating, and she was like, "Do y'all go half on bills or some shit?" And she's like, "Look at me, honey, I don't go half on nothing."
On nothing.
And then I think the guy from KFC Radio was like, "Look, bitch, look what you didn't go half on shit, and now he's got a girl that pays for everything.
everything?
Like, get the fuck out of here. That's why you ain't shit."
Do you actually think that relationship's real?
No,
No, I don't think so either.
I don't. I
I think he's boning her for real.
You think so?
I don't know,
I
man.
mean,
I think
he
it's
had.
just like a publicity stunt.
I mean,
maybe.
that chick is fucking built like a 2x4, bro.
Compared to what he had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was dating none but fucking big booty black chicks with like big old asses, and then all of a sudden, he just.
It's a 2x4 looks like a whore.
She's got pretty lips.
You sure do got a pretty mouth.
I always say you just need a mouthful, right? But I don't think Taylor Swift even got
There's
a
a
fucking
mouthful.
mouthful, man.
I don't know. She'd be walking around like a squirrel.
I mean, we already got canceled, so we might as well let it all out. Thanks, house.
Hey, you remember the last time?
Was it the Patrick Ewing thing?
I forgot about that. No, I was talking about
Canceled.
the last time we started talking about if little girls like porn or whatever.
Oh my lord!
I don't remember that one.
You remember that, JP?
Was that off camera?
No, it was on camera. Because Sugar Bear couldn't believe I said it.
What was that episode like 15?
It was the one with my brother on it.
We here at the JP Lopez show.
Do not condone porn.
Anything that comes out of house's mouth.
Oh shit, man! How's your uncle doing, bro?
Dude, he's good. I talked to him like Friday.
Yeah.
I told him I was going to be on here, and he's like, when the fuck am I going to be able to listen live?
That's one thing I was gonna tell you is I'll never forget that, man. When he was so excited, he's like, "Hey man, I want to see that shit live." Like, how the fuck do I see that?
Hold on a second. We're gonna have to FaceTime his ass.
if I could ever get into town, he will get your ass canceled.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I will get them motherfuckers canceled.
I want to be on that episode.
That'd be good.
I want to watch it.
That'll be our first Patreon episode.
It might have to be.
Son of a bitch.
Well, fuck, man. Let's start the fucking show. Shit.
Hell, I thought we was started.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on!
It's the JP Lopez Show.
This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito. If you haven't tried them out, then you're missing out. Their hours of operations are from Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast burritos and lunch specials. If you like that pica pica, try that hot sauce and let them know that it's the JP Lopez Show sent you. They can be located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. It's the small yellow building with the Tigre tiger on it. Rawr!
Oh, what is up? Thank you for tuning back in today. It's the JP Lopez Show. I got a old school pal that's made his way back. Goes by the name of Big Dan House. How the fuck are you, House?
Doing awesome, man. I'm glad you called me to come back on the show. Trying to get situated here, man.
I'm glad you finally made time for us, fucker.
Dude, I've always got time for you, JP. You remember the days?
Let me show you the last two invites. We'll see about that.
It was one I couldn't make. My brother's the one that shut you down twice.
Well, let's can that. But yeah,
Yeah, we go way back, JP. Drinking hot beers in my Suburban and making out.
oh fuck, dude. I'll never forget that shit. I'll never forget that.
making out?
Friday class. You know,
Yeah.
you don't ever go to
Nah.
your assigned class. You just chill at Chapman all fucking day. Well, it's like 8 a.m. and we're parked in front of the field house, and me and Dan are just drinking fucking room temperature beers. Just
You know what we were
boom,
drinking that day,
boom.
man? It was Two Dogs malt liquor.
For real?
Yeah.
I don't remember what we were drinking, but I know they were fucking room temps.
They were pretty hot.
Not even hot. They were in the car hot.
And then we made our way into Burger King, and it was still breakfast and shit. Still all fucked up.
Dude, the first time I ever had a Lone Star, I found it in somebody's garage and had been there for 10 years.
He was like, this beer ain't that good.
The Spiegels, dude. You know, Billy Spiegel, Richard Spiegel, he was in their garage, and it was the first Lone Star I ever had. They said been in the garage for 10 years.
And you drank it?
Drank the shit out of
You
it.
didn't puke?
Me and Richard drank about a whole case of it.
Oh, fuck.
It was nasty, but I still drink Lone Star to this day.
and it was still room temp.
Oh, it was like 90 degrees outside, dude.
No, God.
During
damn.
the summer.
And that fucking yeast didn't pop the fucking lids off of those things.
What's that, German, right? Or is
What's
it
that?
Irish
What?
that they drink the beers room temp?
No, in Europe.
Oh, I thought
All they do is
So everybody in Europe are drinking room temp.
beers?
Yeah. Colorado, like the mining towns in Colorado, are the first ones to drink cold beer because where they stored it, it was freaking cold as fuck.
Yeah.
And then so people started drinking cold beer, and they're like, they didn't want to drink room temperature, so America invented that.
Refrigeration in the
Yeah,
beer.
refrigerating.
Damn. I thought.
So that's why
I-
there's the mountains in
Yeah.
there.
I just really, when the World Cup was in Germany and Jose and all them went, that's when they were telling me about warm beers and shit.
Yeah, Guinness. If you go to Ireland and you get a Guinness, it ain't gonna be cold.
It's warm.
Yeah, it's room temp.
Fuck that. Well, I mean, I guess it's if you don't know any other way.
I think Guinness is made to drink warm.
Yeah,
Like,
it
you're not
is.
supposed to
It
make it
actually
cold.
tastes better warm than it does if it's cold.
I like Guinness.
My sister drinks the shit out of that. I don't ever drink it. My sister does, though.
Yeah, I like it. You drink the.
I drink the snake bites.
Yeah.
So it's got Guinness
And it's
in it,
got
so I like
Guinness.
it. Yeah.
And I always ask you, what's
Snake
the
bite?
what's the other beer?
Snake bites?
Yeah, it's just Angry Orchard, and
Angry Orchard.
you float the Guinness on top,
Oh.
and it's like a black and tan. That's really all it is, because you can do Guinness and a light beer or a light lager, and just let it float on top.
Yeah, but Angry Orchard is a little bit sweeter.
it's sweet, so it's a
Yeah.
cider, so it
Yeah.
mixes well in the middle.
What was that beer you texted the other day, Sugar Bear? The strongest beer in the world or something?
Oh, it was German. It was 68 proof or percent.
68%.
Yeah.
guess
I
I'll
don't know.
try it
I
out.
can't remember. I can't tell you what the name is, but they
Yeah.
said it was fucking disgusting.
You
bet
said
it
you
is.
had Malort. Where did you have that at?
Oh, when I went to Chicago,
That's
Where it's from.
Chicago,
Yeah,
man.
that's where it's from.
we drank it at Billy Goat's. Hamburger, no chips,
Nasty
or
ass
no
shit,
fries.
huh?
Dude. It tasted like Jaeger and Rumpelman, Ghostlar, and
And Indian ass.
What
And-
is
and-
what
and-
is Malort?
and absinthe.
It's a liqueur.
all
liqueur?
mixed
All
mixed together?
into dude. It was fucking foul. Oh, we took it. We only went to Billy Goat's because Anthony Bourdain had done a Chicago episode, and he went there. And we spent like 2 hours looking for that motherfucker, and GPS is like, it's right here. We couldn't find it. Well, if you don't know, Chicago has a downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the streets
Yeah.
are downstairs. And Billy Goat's is downstairs. And so this is the original Billy Goat's. There's several all over town. But if you know Saturday Night Live from the 70s and 80s where they go, hamburger, chips, no fries or whatever, and they're yelling at you. that's exact same place.
Oh, okay.
Right. So George had figured out that they had that liqueur there because of Anthony Bourdain. I watched that episode too. So the exact same bartender who served Anthony Bourdain served him that Merlot, and they're like, if you come to Chicago, you have to try this. It's our liqueur or whatever. Well, we didn't realize it tasted like fucking dog shit, right? Like they just took it. They're like, oh, okay, thanks. We got initiated to Chicago. Well, we order it right there, and there's a dude, like we're sitting at the bar right here, and then over here on the corner, imagine JP reading the newspaper, and we order Merlot, and that guy lowers his newspaper like it's a fucking sitcom or something, and he goes, have you guys ever tried that before? And we're like, no. And they're like, well, how do you know to order it? And we're like, well, we watched Anthony Bourdain sit right here, and he ordered it, so we're trying to order it. And the bartender goes, who? Anthony Bourdain. He's like, I don't know who that is. And we're like, he has the show No Reservations. He's a chef. He was in here last year and sitting right here, and he ordered Merlot, and he like stood there for a second, and he goes, oh, yeah, I remember him. He goes, I forget. He goes, celebrities come here all the time, and I serve them, and I don't know who's who.
Yeah.
And so that guy was like, everybody in the newspaper guy, he was like, everybody in here has tried Merlot once and only once. And he put the newspaper over his face again. And we're like, okay. So we took it. We're like, God damn it. What the fuck is this shit? Fuck. And I had a beer on deck ready for me, a Billy Goat lager. And so I'm drinking. I was like, what the fuck? I turn around and I get up. I'm not even hungry. We just finished eating pizza. And so I go up and I was like, I need a hamburger. And he goes, how many patties? I said, no, just one patty. And then he goes, no. He goes, you need more than one patty. He goes, you don't order one patty. I was like, well, I'm not really hungry. I just want to taste the hamburger. He was like, okay, I'll get you one patty, whatever. And then I walk back and I have the hamburger. I let George take a bite out of the hamburger.
That's the oldest hamburger stand, right?
That's
That's where they invented the burger, right?
No. The burger was invented in Connecticut.
Oh, my bad.
But Billy Goat's opened up in 1948. It was named after the curse of the Cubs or whatever. And so that's why it's called Billy Goat's. But anyways,
But that's not the place where you can't bring ketchup in, right?
they don't have French fries there. And
They don't put ketchup on the
well,
burger.
there's no there. You're not gonna. There's no sense of having ketchup. Or there's no French
There's no
fries.
French fries.
And you get like potato chips, but they make the potato chips there, and their bun is badass, but their patty is like this thick.
What's a
That's why-
smash burger?
And that's why you say you need more than one, right? And I was like, well, I just want to taste or
I
whatever.
watch Bourbon Junkies. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're on YouTube, and they rate bourbons, and they have competitions at times, and they have like monkey wrenches that they'll throw in the competition. So one is like you take a sip out of a big ass glass, and they got like this big old glass, and it's just to throw you off.
Yeah.
But also one is to drink a Malort shot before you, because they just pour the bourbon and then they try to guess what bourbon it is.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, all right, today you're taking the Malort, and like, I've known it based on everybody's expression, and I've known it tastes like shit. But me personally, I don't know.
You never tried it.
Yeah. But I know it's awful.
Yeah. So after I took a bite out of that hamburger, I was like, set them up again. And then that newspaper guy was like, y'all guys are crazy. Took it, god damn, dude. What a fucking terrible shot. But
Was the burger good?
The hamburger was delicious. I highly recommend that you go get the hamburger.
It's got to be a novelty thing, right? Like, why are they
Yeah, I was gonna say,
so
why
in
is it
business?
yeah.
The Billy Goats?
No, Malort.
Oh, Malort? Yeah, no, well, shit, I don't know.
I mean, they make the fuck out of it.
It's a
everywhere.
novelty. I would assume that it probably came around maybe around the Prohibition era and maybe it was illegal. I don't know the history of it, but there has to be a reason why you're drinking it. And maybe it only costs $9 a bottle or something, right? And if I was a fucking hobo or something and I was like, I'm going to fucking get Marlotte.
Yeah. Give me Listerine. I'd rather drink Listerine.
No shit, dude.
Yeah.
Drano, fuck.
Yeah.
And I don't even know the proof on it, but I know I've tried
Yeah,
it.
that was
and
my
it
next question.
Hey, there
How
was a
strong
kid
was
in
it?
Cavazos that went to like rehab, right? Remember? Because he was drinking like Drano and shit.
Dude, that
Not Drano.
For real,
no
he was
way.
drinking like
Dude, you
Windex.
can-
He was drinking like every cleaning thing that had alcohol. In
wouldn't
it.
Drano like burn
Yeah,
your
Drano would
insides
kill
up?
you.
I mean, I'm not saying he
Yeah,
drank
okay.
like a
Acid.
fuck ton of it, but
But
yeah.
maybe rubbing alcohol too.
Yeah.
That's a hardcore alcoholic right there, I tell you.
Is that rubbing alcohol?
And he was, dude. We were in middle school.
My mom had told me when at the hospital, some of these hardcore alcoholics would suck on the alcohol prep things just to get a little bit of alcohol in their system.
That
That's
hand
hardcore, dude.
sanitizer too.
and
Yeah.
drink the
Sometimes
shit out of
I've seen
that.
that shit.
Yeah, sanitizer is
Some of them smell like tequila. So
real
I get
alcohol is when they put the gel in it. Hey, all that COVID fucking sanitizer was tequila.
Was tequila.
They just put that gel in there.
it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there were a couple Iron J's. It was a vodka company that sold him his hand sanitizer. Because I mean, hand sanitizer was sold
gone,
out
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
And it was a vodka company that sold hand sanitizer.
The hospital company got vodka and tequila hand sanitizers.
No shit.
And you can smell it.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, this one right here is
smelled like a-
tequila.
You remember that? Yeah.
It smelled like Club Pink. Oh shit, Rincon.
The thong
cheap-
contest.
That cheap
The thong,
ass
the thong,
fucking
thong,
tequila.
That was a different smell.
Well, fuck, man. Let's get into it. We're only a fucking hour deep in the show already.
Is that it?
Man, that's all right, man. That's all. We have a good time.
But let me ask you, Paul. Are you afraid of getting old?
No.
No.
The old, I'm fine with. It's what happens when you're getting old. Is
Well,
what
that-
bothers me.
that's part of it.
So the question is getting old. No, because we're gonna die, right? But,
Yeah.
But I had an old man I was working out with, and he came up to me and said, "Hey, I gotta tell you something." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm 85." He said, "Don't stop doing what you're doing, because when you stop and it goes away, it's hell getting it back." He goes, "Getting old fucking sucks." And I was like, "Okay." He just open with me, and I was like, "Okay." I was like, "If it's," but he's been through some things, so he took some time off. But coming back, he's like, it's hard. He's like, I can't. The motivation's kind of going away. His wife is losing it, so she's in a home, and so he's kind of at home by himself. So I think that's probably the bigger aspect of it. But I just don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and we actually talked about this today. I was like, I wouldn't mind losing my mind, but keeping my health. Because there was another lady that was telling us, just random people coming up to us and talking to us, said that she's taking care of her mom, older lady taking care of her mom. She's in perfect health. She just lost her mind. So it's hard on me as the caretaker, is what she's telling us. But my mom is fine. Like I don't even have to go and take care of her anymore. Like I wouldn't have to. It just hurts my heart because I don't know, or because she doesn't know who I am.
Yeah, but your mind is not gonna go away.
But if you don't know who you are,
No,
the
but
people
hold
around
on. Your mind is not gonna go away if we just change our eating habits.
Okay.
Because you and I both
Yeah.
know that
Yeah.
Alzheimer's is type
It's
3
type 3
diabetes.
diabetes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So all that sugar makes your fucking brain turn into Alzheimer's. So as long as you don't do that, your mind ain't
Your
gonna
mind will be
go.
fine.
But
Yeah.
yeah, your fucking health might fucking
Yeah.
take a shit
Yeah.
when you don't want to.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because you brought something up. So, you and your wife, there's no love like like y'all are together always, right?
Right.
When y'all get old, one of you has to go in the home. Let's just say her, for the
Okay.
sake of argument.
Are you talking about Notebook?
No, like I'm just what I'm saying is like
No, but have you ever seen Notebook?
yeah.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, do you say, "Damn, Dad, she's staying with me," or do you put her in the home?
So if I can take care of her, she's with me.
But you have to work.
I have to work,
You have to work.
and I can't get a nurse. It's not like a.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not a stay at home and
let's
have
just
a nurse.
throw all the. Let's
Like
just.
we can, if I could have the mean, if I'm working.
You don't
to-
have the means to take care of her.
No, I'm saying I'm working to get the nurse at the house.
Yeah.
Then that's what I would do. You know what I mean? Until she became a danger to herself.
Yeah.
I mean, if she killed me in my sleep because she didn't know what was going
Mm-hmm.
on, well, so be it. But she's staying
Yeah.
with me, you know, unless I start losing it. But yeah, I just
That's just crazy because I saw my grandpa do that.
really.
Like when my grandma got Alzheimer's and she was bad, it was time for her to go to a home.
Okay.
And my grandpa was like,
No.
"Fuck that." But you could tell like my grandpa really couldn't take care of her.
Yeah.
But he'd be damned if
If she was gonna go somewhere.
she was gonna
yeah.
not live in her own house.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I saw him struggle with that. It was
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
you know what
struggle.
I mean? But
I mean, jokingly, I told her, I said, I'm not reading you a fucking story every day.
yeah,
You know, from the Notebook, because that's what he does. He's reading her their story, but it's written from her point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, I'm not reading that story, but I'll go see you, or we'll kick it together, or we'll be in the same home together. I was like, you know, but because he didn't have to be in the home.
no,
You know what I mean? In the movie, he didn't have to be in the home. But if we can't, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Like I can't
yeah.
think of it. I can't think of it now of
Yeah.
her not
Why,
being
yeah.
there.
why not live in the home with her?
I
Right,
mean, I
yeah.
already knew your answer. I
Yeah.
just wanted to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I already knew.
You
But
know,
but I'll take care of her.
Yeah.
You know, for sure.
I always was anti living in a retirement home until I started working at the lifestyle center, and perfectly able people that are 70 years old, they're like, yeah, I live at Caroline. And I'm like, God damn, you're not even sick or anything, right? And they're like, no, it's good, man. I have somewhere to live. They give me my medications. They give me 3 meals. They drive me to the gym. There's happy hour at the. I was like, what the fuck? What?
Well, see, for
I'm
that,
gonna show up at 65.
yeah.
And they give good head there. They got good ham
Those
jobs.
viejitas don't even have teeth or anything.
They give great hand jobs.
Well, that's where the highest STD rate is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's why I
so
brought
it's-
that up.
There's a lot of sex going on in nursing homes.
No
dude.
shit,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
I go in nursing homes every day. I hear about it all the time.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot
Like,
of it.
no,
You can-
but
you
but
can
you
smell
hear
the
about it from the
STDs in there.
workers, or you hear about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't witness the shit, but
No, I'm not asking that you witness the shit, but I'm just asking, like, old folks, like, do they tell you that? Like,
no, the old
No.
folks don't tell me. But
The staff.
I work for a psych hospital, so
yeah.
I don't work on the actual floor. I work on a different office. But there's a lot of those that trying to have sex all the time up there.
And,
Just-
I
just get
bet
after
there's
it, man.
like a badass old school like badass dude, and all those chicks are all over his dick.
No, they're no.
No, there's no badass motherfuckers.
No.
I would think.
Yeah,
I
you
would
would
think
think
so.
so.
Think of it as
We're not the only badass motherfuckers
Yeah,
with
I'm
good
not-
ass dick.
I mean, I'm not saying like a fucking stud, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like the few fuckers that gets it up still.
Yeah,
like I bet
yeah,
he's
yeah.
banging them all.
Man,
oh,
can
not
always
few.
get-
You got they got drugs.
Yeah,
Now.
man, you can
But even
always get
that,
it.
like even then, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the guys that don't need that are still got their dick working and is like 80, 90 years old. I bet he's fucking pounding them down all the fucking time
But
over there.
there was a patient I had that was doing that to a lot of women, but the families were throwing big fits because that's pretty much rape, dude. Because the ladies don't know what was going on. She's like,
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
he's just going in there.
Oh.
He'd be going in there just laying in their bed and just getting on with them.
Yeah.
You
Thanks,
always come in
House.
with the most complicated sex stories.
Hey man, I see a lot of shit working with psychiatric
Alright.
patients, man.
Let's fucking talk about something else. Thanks,
He
House.
was like, "Are you afraid to get old?" And I was like, "Man, if I'm gonna have sex 3 times a day with 4 different women,
No, like I've always heard that, you know, especially when COVID happened, and then you heard like all them were getting COVID. How? Well, they were fucking. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I've since COVID I've heard that a lot. Like old folks' homes, they get it on. Like,
can you imagine
motherfucker.
getting COVID and gonorrhea at the same time?"
Ugh. At that age? Like, who's bringing that in the house? Who's bringing gonorrhea in the house? It's got, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
these motherfuckers live there. Who's bringing it in?
Probably one of the freaking nurses' aides that's having sex with patients.
Nurses, eh? Some 22-year-old little hoe.
They gotta get that check.
Oh man,
She's all, damn, Roger, I didn't know you had it like that. She's all sponge bathing that motherfucker.
I didn't know this old man had a dick like a mule.
I'll take off these words. Don't worry. About it.
So, Eric, are you afraid of getting old?
You know, I used to be terrified of getting old. When I was 28 and I saw 30 looking at me, and I was like, fuck. And I think I got a little depressed on that. But when I turned 40, it was a little bit somber, but I didn't think like, oh fuck, I'm turning 40. I'm just like, fuck, I'm 40. But like right now, I don't like. I feel like when I reach 50, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
So I don't think I am terrified.
I think talking to your clients, and I'm not just saying that because you're here, the true shit. Talking to your clients has given me has lightened my fear from getting old. Because you train older men, and then I'm thinking, you know, they're 60s or whatever, and then you tell me, oh, that fool is 70 or whatever,
80, yeah.
and I'm like, oh fuck, like it's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to be like cognitive and able-bodied at
Yes.
that age.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, then keep on this path because
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, a lot of them, when I'm talking to them, they can't do the shit that they used to could do, but their mind are still sharp. And so when you're talking to them, you don't feel like, oh, I have to talk down a little bit. Like sometimes their conversation is, you're learning something because I don't know what the hell they're even talking about until they explain it to me, and I'm like, oh shit. And so they're 80 years old, 75 years old, and they know what they're talking about. They're still functioning. They're still working. And they're like, I think I'll probably retire in 5 years. I'm like, man, dude, you're like 81 years old and you're going to retire in 5 years? And I have another one. He just turned 80 and got a new office. He retired from his other job, and he owns a business. He was like, yeah, I know. And he's all talking about they put the carpet in wrong and shit. And I was like, God damn, this fool was like worried about the carpet, like it's not gonna last a long time or whatever. And he's 80 years old.
You ain't gonna see that time wear out.
And I was like, this fool he's not even thinking twice about being 80.
Shit.
I get financial freedom, like totally understand it.
Okay.
But I don't want to be in my 80s still working,
Still fucking
bro.
working. Mm-mm.
Like if I'm able-bodied, still there mentally, I want to be retired, man. You know, I don't know. Maybe
Could you vacation for the rest of your life?
fuck yeah. I mean, if I had the means to it.
Wait, yeah. I mean,
But even then, who's still alive in my family? Just me and my wife, hopefully.
Right.
Fuck, let's move to Mexico with
Yeah.
the little bits that we got and
Yeah.
fucking stay on the beach somewhere with the little shit that we got and make the most of that money there.
Oh, you could?
Yeah.
No, you could. But these people that I'm talking about, they go to Italy, they go to Mexico, they go to
But they're still working.
They're still
You know what I mean?
working, but all right, they can work from anywhere. They just want an office when people come in to do business, but then they can spend 2 or 3 weeks in Santa Fe. They can spend 2 or 3 weeks in Hawaii. They can spend 3 weeks in Rome, whatever. And it's just going back and forth. And you come back to Lubbock, you do a little bit of this and that. You go to
Well,
the
I
country
guess I'm
club.
thinking different because I don't have the mindset of working from home for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I
you know
know.
what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, I'm at work.
Because I'm at work. I
Yeah.
have to go to fucking
Oh,
work.
yeah,
Like
no,
I can't work from
You got
home.
a fucking computer and you're setting up, and so people are paying you to rent out your stuff. Well, you can work from home, right?
Yeah.
You can work from anywhere in the entire world as long as you're fucking. And then you just have to show up once every 2 or 3 months to a set spot so you can be face to face to the people that you're landlording. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then, okay, I'm going to go back to New York City for 2 weeks or whatever the fuck it is.
Did you say New York City?
There's a lot of Jews underground in New York. I don't know if y'all know that.
They like to build tunnels.
But this is a proven fact that they have gotten arrested for
building tunnels.
underneath Manhattan.
Look it up. Look it up.
And this is not even an anti-Semitic conversation. There's Jews.
Well, I just said that because I watch a podcast where they always say New York titties when they say New York City. They say New York titties.
that's very Guido.
Anyways, house man, are you afraid of getting old, bro?
Dude, it doesn't bother me.
No.
I'm still gonna.
He said, "I'm already old."
I'm already old, fat, knees hurt, yeah, whatever. But I see where I work, man. I see how the old it affects a lot of people with the losing all their loved ones, and they're still the last one left. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I deal with, and where I work is that we deal with the patients that are depressed and have lost everybody, and they're having to get stuck in a nursing home because they have nowhere else to go.
That's my fear.
Yeah. And it's sad because they don't have, nobody comes and sees them. And we get them out of the building, out of their nursing home so they can come have something to do during the day. Mm-hmm. And we take care of them. And, well, we don't take care of them. We just do therapy classes with them and feed them lunch and stuff. But a lot of them, it's done good for a lot of them. Like you see the change in them. There's some of them that wouldn't even talk and would be miserable the whole time. But you got to find something they're interested in. There's one guy, he was the worst one we've had. He'd never talk. He'd just cuss everybody. He'd shit his pants just cause he wanted to.
So y'all can do something.
And I was picking him up one day, and I saw that he liked hunting and fishing. So I started talking to him about that, and he changed his ways, man. Like he would start telling the people when he needed to go to the bathroom so we could take him there and get help him in the bathroom.
I bet he'd love to see you though.
Yeah, he would be excited every morning I go there because
Yeah,
I could
that's what
talk
I'm
hunting and
saying.
fishing with him.
Yeah.
I knew what I was talking about.
Because you related to him, so I bet
Yeah.
he'd love to see you.
And when they have the worst patients that want to fight and they're difficult to mess with, they call me to come take care of them because I know how to talk to them.
Yeah.
Like they'll send me on transports to pick up somebody that's like 3 hours away, They said they need you to come I said, tell me what they're into. And they'll tell me, and I'll drive the whole way and talk to them the whole way about that same thing. And they're cool and never have a problem with them. As soon as I let them go, they start wanting to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had to pull people out of vans and stuff and be rough with them, but I get the permission from the head nurse. That'll be rough, but for the most part, they're all cool with me because I know I just talk to them about stuff they like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, because these old people, man, they ain't got nothing except the past, and they want to talk about stuff from the past that they like.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like my wife fucking hated when we tailgated in the Coliseum when the Coliseum was still. So we tailgated in the West parking lot,
Yeah.
and Mike, the old guy Mike.
Oh yeah.
My wife hated because I go over to his tailgate and I'd be there for hours, man. And I could just sit down and just listen to him. And he just needed an ear.
Yeah.
And I would be that ear and he would fucking school me and all his life stories and all his life lessons. And I enjoyed it. And my wife was like, motherfucker, get your ass over here. Like, we're fucking all over here and you're still with this old motherfucker. But I enjoyed it, bro, because... Dude, they've been through some shit.
Yeah.
Like, some shit. Especially, like, we think we've been through some shit. No, these old folks, they've been through shit.
A lot of the people that I deal with is dementia and Alzheimer's. A lot of them are pretty far gone, so it's hard to get to them. But if you can just find something to get to them, you can see them, the spark, man, like, and they'll change a little bit.
Yeah.
Just in that 30 minutes or an hour I'm with them when I'm talking to them on the van till I get them dropped off. They're good, man.
Yeah. I enjoy talking to old men. I really do.
I always get these old farmers, man, these old cowboys that all they want to talk about is farming, and they call me. Talk to them about farming or cowboying. I said,
Hey, you're white. You can relate to him.
I said, well, I ain't farmed a cowboy, but
We got the redneck right for you.
I know what to talk about.
We got the right redneck for you.
But they do. I've got a girl that works with me. She has a problem with patients all the time, and when they had to stop on the interstate because they were beating the shit out of her.
Yeah. That's
So
crazy.
I'm like,
dude.
I've never had anyone want to beat the shit out of me.
So I'm not afraid of getting old, but I'm afraid of outliving everyone. I outlive everyone, right? So there's no
That's
one.
exactly what I see a lot. A lot of these old people have outlived everybody.
And that's the thing. I don't want to do that because there's no one to take care of me. You know, like
Yeah.
I've said the taking care of the parents, that's the daughter's job. Like if you had a son, your son has got his own family already. Like, for a lack of a better word, you're a nuisance, you know? Like, I don't mean that in literal, but like I said, for a lack of a better word, it's the daughter's job. I don't have any fucking kids that's gonna take care of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I outlive everyone, my main fear is to be that person that's just ready to die. Like, is today gonna be the day? Is today gonna be the day? At fucking, that's a fear of mine. Like, you cannot believe, bro. Is me outliving everyone, and then just like, fuck, man, is today gonna be the day? Like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fucking go. That's what I don't want.
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of. But other than that, I'm really not afraid of getting old.
Yeah.
Just being old.
Yeah.
So I've got a guy right now that all he wants to do is die. He's on hospice. He's like, I'm just ready to die. Because all he cares about is smoking his cigarettes. And he's like, I just can't breathe. I can't breathe. And I said, well, quit smoking your cigarettes. And that pisses him off. I said, I'll leave you alone. I won't talk to you about it, man.
He needs to get better stuff than just cigarettes.
Yeah. He just, every day, he's just so negative. And I'm like, you could live another 3 or 4 years, man. You just got to enjoy the rest of it.
Yeah.
Well, I can't because I'm
Tell him to
serious
stay
on-
alive for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, he don't care about that, man.
One more year. Next year's our year, man. Next year's our year.
Every year, next year.
But he's this little old man in a wheelchair, long hair and a beard, and they cleaned him up and got him a haircut and dyed his hair black. He's all gray and shaved his beard up. And I said,
He looked
dude,
like Merle Haggard.
you found you a date or something? That's why he got all cleaned up. Changed his shit. He was all happy
shit.
and shit. But now he's back to his old self. 'cause
I mean, but that goes without being said. A new haircut, yeah, I can't tell you how much new pussy I can get with a new
well, he
haircut.
got so much attention. Like, he got this haircut. He got so much attention from all the other patients we deal with and other staff.
Yeah.
Just saying, "Oh, you look good, man. You got your freaking stuff all cleaned up. You're looking good." And he all got happy about that. But
Yeah.
now he's all growed out again. He's all pissed. Get you another haircut.
Get another fucking haircut, motherfucker.
Get you a shave. You'll be good.
Yeah, man, I'm afraid of outliving, of course, my wife, and I pray that I don't outlive her because I don't want to live without her. But if I do, I don't. Yeah. And then we started watching a show yesterday on Apple TV, like the last days of Ptolemy Gray, and it's got Samuel L. Jackson in it. If you haven't seen it on Apple TV, check it out.
Check it out.
It's badass, but it's like you said, he's able-bodied, but he's losing his mind. And bro, that broke down a bunch of like realities into like make you think about, fuck, this better not happen to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, and I'm the opposite. I want her to go before I go. I don't want her to lose me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my loss would be great, but I don't want her to feel.
I'm selfish. I want to go before.
You want to go before?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And I've told her, I was like, well, you'll go before me, and then when you're gone, I'm gonna start robbing banks and fucking around and doing criminal shit just to live a life. You know what I mean?
It'd be cool to rob a bank. Huh?
Right? Yeah, it'd be an old man robbing banks. Nobody would know.
Movie of an old man's that robbed the bank? It's like Morgan Freeman
Oh,
and,
shit, I've
and
seen that.
Oh, there's like
Robert
Las
De
Vegas,
Niro.
Las Vegas.
they all robbed that
It
bank.
was
They're all old as fuck.
What they call Las Vegas?
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
Las
think so.
Vegas, right?
Fucking Paul, you and Adrian, fucking old as fuck, robbing
Man, if
banks.
you got Adrian here, you're gonna go get fucking caught right off the bat. He got a tail. You're like, no, that guy's gonna rob a bank.
I'll play the hostage.
But let me ask y'all this, man. Is regret a waste of time?
Yeah, for stupid little things. Yeah.
But period.
Period. See, mine's situational. Meaning, if you're laying in bed and you're about to go, like we're talking about, getting old and dying. If you're laying in bed and you have regret of things that you didn't do, things you didn't say, it's not a waste of time. You know what I mean? Like,
But what comes of it?
you're not wasting your time regretting what you didn't do. You know what I mean?
But you just said you're old
Right.
and you're regretful.
Right.
What becomes of being regretful? Because
Nothing.
you're not going to change. You can't go back and change it.
Right.
I'm being devil's advocate.
No,
here.
no, no. Yeah,
You know
I
what
I understand. Because you've caught me in a couple of deals where it's like, well, I just don't think it's like right now growing and then you can change. I regret I didn't go to this school, or younger, just things that I haven't done. Young kids, like, wow, they didn't go to prom. I regret not going to prom.
Yeah.
What happened at prom? Nothing. It's just been a normal day. You have a memory of that.
And you would have spent extra money to
And you spend
buy
extra
I
money.
didn't go to the prom my senior year. I went to the titty bar.
Yeah.
Was that?
Me and Beth went to the titty bar.
I was
Dude.
like, was I there? No, that's where you met your first girlfriend, right?
Wasn't my first girlfriend with.
That was my
a
first.
girlfriend.
No,
That was my first wife.
no, the one where I dated that stripper, that was because of Carl
Shit.
and Jeremy Blair and Pat Castro.
Oh man, shout out Pat Castro. I hadn't heard that name in months.
Need to get him on here, man.
No, I've tried. I've reached out to him, so
Yeah.
hopefully
What's
he'll
he
come
saying,
back
man?
on. No, I'm to be honest with you, I forgot. It's been so long, but I'm like, hey man, I'd love to have you on the show.
But those fuckers got me involved with that stripper, and I took her to Christmas dinner at my parents' house.
And you met her that day, right? When you went to the strip club, or you've been going and you became friends with
I
her?
met her on. It was okay. This was Jeremy Blair's birthday because it was December 1st.
Okay.
And so we
moved fast.
kind of hooked up for like 3 weeks. And I brought
You
her
had to buy her a Christmas gift.
She made a pumpkin pie to take to my parents. My mom goes, I'm not eating that shit. There's no telling what kind of stripper shit's in there.
I don't know what that cream is.
I didn't fucking eat it either.
And,
but
okay, so
was her
when
name
she made that pie, you met her on December the 1st. When did that pie show up where your mother was like, I'm
On
not going to eat
Christmas
that
Day?
fucking
It
pie?
was Christmas Day.
Oh, God. Damn,
what I
like
said.
20.
That's what I said. He moved
24
fast.
days later. Fuck.
The first day that my parents seen her, she'd come over and wanted. She was like, "My water's off. Can I take a bath in your bathroom?" Yeah, go for it. She's
come
in there
on.
taking a bath, and my mom showed up from work and was like, "Why the fuck is there a whore in my bathtub?"
Hey, your dad was cool with her, though, right?
He didn't say much, man.
She's a nice lady.
He was still trying to figure out the situation.
Mom, she's a nice lady, Mom.
It's gonna be your daughter-in-law. Chill out.
She shows me her boobies, and I like them too.
I'm supporting single mothers.
But hell, I was just fucking 18, dude. You know.
And how old was she?
She was 19.
Nice.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. So, you can regret about not hollering at that girl. Let's just say we're mid-20s, right? And you're like, damn, I should have fucking hollered at that girl, whatever. But have you watched Landman? Have y'all
No, not
watched
yet.
Landman?
I heard it's good, but I didn't watch it.
It's a pretty
yet.
good show. So the chick is like head over heels over this guy, right? And then it's Billy Bob's daughter,
Okay.
and he makes her promise that they will not have sex, and then she can go sleep in the same bed, which is the couch, as him. And then she tells him, like, I just made a promise to my dad we can't have sex, and he was like, well, what am I supposed to do? And then it occurred to her that the dude was only for
dude was
pussy.
there for-
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But that us as men, we could do that shit too.
Right.
I'm bringing all this up because, like, the plan that we think we want, like the pussy that we think we want, the relationship that we think we want, the job that we thought we wanted, God has another plan for us. And what's regret gonna do? In my opinion, in my mind, it took a long time. It took like meditation. It took growth. It took maturing to understand that everything in my life happened for a reason, and it was God's plan, God's timing, God's everything for me. So what the fuck is regret for? Because it wasn't supposed to happen. I could regret the pussy that I fucking dropped, and I was like, hey, maybe if I smashed it, I would have got her pregnant, and then my life would have been over or a different route. Like. I'm just saying, like, scenario.
You can't regret that shit because you wouldn't have had what you have now.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying me personally. I'm just talking like men in general.
Like, there's no.
Like,
I don't regret not ever sleeping with some gals. Some like, it
no,
never would have
but
fucking worked
I've
out
heard
anyway.
that. I've heard.
Yeah.
Not just saying sleep around, but I've heard guys like, man, that's the one that got away, or I'm just bringing up pussy, like,
Yeah.
but. Like,
Yeah, I know.
like, oh, that's the one that got away.
But
Or
you
if
could
I
say
had
that,
just
and she
tried
could've-
hard.
You could say that,
on-
but if you'd have got with her and she turned out to be a total bitch, and then
That's my point exactly.
See,
That's my
I see
point.
What you're saying,
Or
yeah.
regretting that you made a left turn when you should have made a right turn.
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
So I
and-
think it's all God's timing. It's all God's will. And for regret, I think it's a waste of time. In my opinion, regret's a waste of time.
Yeah, no. Regret is when you're talking about it in that style right there. It is a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Because who gives a shit if you hooked up with a chick or not? The regret that you're regretting,
But I'm talking job wise too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
with job,
But
but
in
like,
anything.
if you regret that you did something that hurt somebody or whatever, and it
Yeah.
changed someone else's course of life,
Right.
and you're 85 years old on your deathbed, and you regret that shit is fucking real.
Yeah.
But if you regret because you didn't get some pussy and when you were 26 years old,
I don't understand your first argument though. What are you saying?
I'm just saying that sometimes some regrets are bigger than others. Like not getting pussy is not
No,
the same.
okay, but what were you saying about?
But I'm just saying, like, let's just say Paul regretted not being a better father, not doing this for his kid.
okay.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
And
looking at.
like I should have did this for my kid, and it would have changed his life.
Yeah.
and I regret that, and I'm 85 years old.
But I get
I'm on
that.
my deathbed.
But what does that change?
It
Well,
doesn't change anything for me.
It just makes you feel like a piece of
But,
shit,
but
right?
if my kid is still with me, I can
Yes.
say, hey, look, this is what I regret. I
Yes.
wish I would have done this
Well,
sooner.
you can express the regret.
Right, so
Yeah.
that they don't have the same regret. It's,
Yes.
it's taking it to my grave in the sense of I'm always going to want you to do better and have better and be better. So here are my
Yeah.
regrets.
Yeah.
I don't live with regret, don't have regret, or learn from my mistakes. I'm going to use regret and
Yes.
mistakes. It's the same.
Yes.
You know, one in the same, as the same coin, but it's that's my deal. It's
Yeah,
like,
but you can
know,
express your regret.
my regret is not going to college. But I gave my kids that opportunity to go, right? Because they have that opportunity to go, and so I don't have to live with that regret because I gave it to my kids the opportunity.
But it took you not going to college to regret going. You know what I mean?
right,
Because you were in a field that expressed to you, hey, you need a college degree to come into. Let's just say you go to college, you wouldn't have known that shit, and you would have went another direction.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So
I got to where I got to the same ending without doing it. It just took me a little bit longer. But
Yeah.
I think in all honesty, I would still be in that field had I gone to college.
but how would you have known? to
Because they
jump
told
in
me
that
you don't
field?
have a college degree.
No, but
oh,
if you go to college, how do you know to jump in that
oh no, no,
field?
no. If I'm going to school, it's for something totally different.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling
like
you.
it'd have been engineer and architect is what I wanted to do. You know, that's so my regret would be I didn't go to school, which I was set up to go in Arizona already to go to school, and I didn't go
Yeah.
because I felt that the family aspect. But I regret not going because I didn't give the example for my kids. However, what I have with the family dynamic, I wouldn't trade it. So I'm regretting something that didn't happen that I may not have now.
But here's the thing, too.
And then I could regret going to college.
Yeah.
Because now I don't have my wife, I don't have my kids, I don't
But
have.
let's just say you go to school and you become the richest of the rich, right? And you would have kids that don't even know you
Yeah.
because your career's first
Right.
and family is second.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
in my mind, it's still, I get it,
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But in my mind, regret is still a waste of fucking
Still
time.
waste it.
Yeah, you gotta live today.
Yeah.
You have regrets, but you cannot do your regrets and live your future with them.
Right.
So, all right, that shit fucking happened in the back. I keep on marching forward, and that shit's on the backside, and so I can honestly say that there is no regrets. There's some shit that I would have done differently, but I don't dwell on it, and I just keep on marching forward because whatever I do forward, I'm in charge of that, and I'm not in charge of the past.
Yeah.
So I'm on both sides. Like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, but I don't give a shit. And then I'm also like, man, if I would have done this, blah blah blah. But keep on thinking about it. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. See,
Now-
and that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I can look back and damn, I regret I did it. Oh, damn, we didn't do that. Or I don't regret that I didn't have enough money to take everybody everywhere or do everything or have the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you said, if I would have to work to get to that point, and then when I'm ready to make family first, they're grown, they're gone, they have no connection with dad. And now dad's just literally ATM taking us here and there.
Exactly.
Because there is no balance. It's one or the other. You can
And
can
you
be
got
extremely
to be
successful.
right there with all the kids a lot of the times, and so they know who dad is.
Right.
They know exactly, like, if he had money or not.
Yeah.
They know who he is.
Yeah. And dad was making money, so that's the reason why I was able to be there. So it just took a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and the money will come back. Everything's gonna be good. So I understand. I understand. It's like it is a waste of time, but what it is see it, identify it, how you can change it, how you can make it better. And once you get there, once you come to that conclusion, then it's a waste of time.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you could, my deal was always learning. What did we learn today? We had a loss in baseball. We had a loss in soccer. We had a loss in football. What did we learn today from our loss? We tripped, we fell, we did something outside, at work. We had a bad day. What was the loss? Why? So learn from what you did. Damn it, I regret doing that, but you know what? I'm not going to do it again. Now it's not a waste. Because we learned.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you learn from your failures, but you can't regret
Or
it.
other people's failures.
Yeah.
So.
House, you got anything to add to that?
Nah, man. Well, the last time I was here, we talked about this regret thing, and I regretted the way I acted when me and my ex-wife split up. But that's just because I hurt a lot of people. I wish I wouldn't have, but
Yeah.
other than that, I don't regret much other shit. There's a couple jobs I wish I'd have taken, but probably wouldn't have worked out. But
Yeah, fuck those shit. You would regret
I don't
fucking it up.
Like, I don't ever regret not hooking up with some girls or one of them because that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I got the one that I want.
Man, and when
right
you were
now,
18, you were fucking strippers.
That is the truth.
Well, I mean, I brought up pussy in a sense of just relationships.
Yeah.
Because when I was young, working with a bunch of old men in the warehouses that I've worked through, that was a common story. Is like, man, I'm with my wife, but I regret not hooking up with this one, or this is the one that got away. And I'm like, that's real fucked up, bro.
That's how I see it.
That's so
yeah.
fucked up. Like,
yeah.
But not only that, like, you're with the one that
You chose this one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, but that's why I bring that shit
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna have to delete that.
I'm leaving that in. Fuck
No,
it.
you're not.
On that note, man, we'll come right back and we'll take a break. Just
Delete right now.
we'll take a break. We'll come right back.
This episode is brought to you by Patriot Paint and Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial painting and drywall. If you're looking for any job to be done for exterior, interior painting, let them know that it's the JP Lopez Show sent you. They can be reached at 806-544-7199. Once again, that number is 806-544-7199. And be sure to tell them that it's the JP Lopez Show sent them.
You good?
And we're back.
I'm good.
So, House, let me ask you, man. You think that's a good shirt?
Dude,
And
yeah,
we're
like,
back.
and then on the back, just say we're back.
Damn, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I just thought, and we're back.
No.
Okay.
Put it on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a new sponsor, RL Creations.
Hey, speaking of I need some koozies, dude.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. We'll get them
Buy
made.
some koozies for me.
Yeah. I wouldn't
we'll
charge
get
you.
'em.
I couldn't charge you, man. I'll get them for you. I'll get them
I'll
for
pay.
you.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know you don't
I'll
give a
take a
shit.
cap too, man. You got to make some caps.
You know what? She was asking me about that, and I think I know a place that I can get them like stitched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm damn sure buy a cap.
But the thing about me is like I can't wear anything other than a fitted.
Okay.
So like the snapbacks.
You don't like them?
Like if I had them, then they were mine, and they were snapbacks. I couldn't. Like I could wear them to work or whatever, but like
Out, you wouldn't wear them?
but not not even out, but like to hat to. I'm talking like I'm all fucking stylish, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I can't fucking rock with them. I don't know what it is. Like it's got to be a fitted.
What about like a dad hat?
If it's fitted,
No.
yeah.
No.
Like they have those flex fits.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I can do a flex fit.
Yeah, do that, man.
So if I can find a flex fit that I can stitch, oh, dude, I'll be wearing my own shit all the time.
Dude, I damn sure I wear it all day at work, man.
Yeah.
I wear caps at work. I wear that shit. I wear a Dolphins hat all day at work.
Well, let's make you some stickers for your nipples.
Dude, if you give me some stickers, for real, I'll put them on nursing home doors.
Oh, I have stickers.
Hey,
Give me
you
some
can get the whole
stickers.
fucking nursing homes to listen to this
I
fucking
damn
podcast.
sure will, man.
Hey, no, but like for real, like
Dude, my nephews, Ken and Chase, they want to listen so bad. But Daddy won't let them listen because our language. I'm like, they're not going to repeat that shit. Just let them listen.
Like,
say
you got to
worse-
know that
we say worse at home.
You got to know that the language exists.
Exactly.
I'm sure they've heard worse.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I try to keep it. I kind of chill out with them because he don't want them to hear it. But
They don't like to
slip
hear the
up.
word cunt and
that's true.
fuck shit.
I don't know if they even heard the word cunt before, but they know fuck shit. They know fuck shit, cock, pussy.
Fucking matter.
There's no way that those words are more terrible than cunt.
No.
I think it's just us that make it bad.
Well, I know the women hate it. My fucking wife hates that word.
But
Like what's
go
what's so
across
bad
the
about
pond.
it, though?
Yeah, go across the pond. It's normal for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll call you a cunt like a bastard.
Yeah.
And also twat, right?
Yeah.
The twat's a normal.
Yeah, it's just ours. It's
Yeah.
just us on this side and them on that side.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Bring cunt back.
Yes.
I wish we could have all the cunts.
And if she acts like a cunt, she should be called a cunt.
The world should bring the word cunt back. Let's do it.
So let me
And retard.
real quick. Let me ask y'all real quick.
Must-hearted.
It's mustarded, bro. that hasn't changed, bro. It's still mustarded.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all: have y'all ever, as a kid, won a Super Bowl? And what I mean by that is like broken a piñata, or have you? Well, let's just start there. Have you ever broken a piñata?
Oh yeah, they wouldn't ever let me go first, even for my own birthday.
Oh shit.
So you would break it all the
Oh,
time?
yeah.
You would?
Yeah, when I see kids not breaking the piñata, I always think they're fucking pussies.
So I was smart enough to think I don't want to be the one breaking the piñata because
You don't get no candy.
you don't get no candy.
Yeah.
You're blindfolded. You don't know you broke it, and all these kids are diving in.
Unless you fucking do the thing where you can see just a little bit. And you whack the shit out of it and then you jump on that candy.
So you just keep swinging.
That's what I used to do.
I didn't even care, dude. I feel like I just hit a fucking home run and I'm just watching it.
Do they still do piñatas?
Yeah.
I've been to a kid's
sure.
birthday party. I've never seen a piñata.
Well, that's
I
their
haven't been there,
parents'
kids.
fault.
Yeah.
The
I've seen adults have piñata parties.
But no, I'm talking like kids.
But I haven't seen.
But the thing is, it only lasts like one kid.
I
don't know, man.
I've been
You get
through those. What are
You get the
those?
shitty kids up there first.
Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
Blazing jumpers or whatever.
Uh-huh.
None of those parties have piñatas.
No,
None of them.
They wouldn't have their party at Blazing Jumpers.
But no. What I'm saying is like, do kids' parties still fucking have piñatas? I haven't seen one in
know.
fucking forever.
I've seen some over there at the rancho and stuff, and a lot of these kids they suck at swinging.
They're not supposed to swing.
Those are the kids that go first. They go first.
They gotta get married first.
Hey, the greatest kid that I've ever seen hit a piñata that wasn't from the '90s was Crystal's nephew's daughter, Sadie.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, she's a
Bro,
beast,
she
bro.
freaking like loaded back, and boom, 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 and I was like, oh, who taught her how to bat?
Oh, bro,
And
she's
it's like,
been
man,
in
she plays
softball her whole
softball.
life.
She plays
Yeah.
baseball and softball.
Okay.
She's on a travel softball team, dude. She was like 6.
So she was a lesbian.
Yeah, she's a G, bro. Like, for real. She represents her fucking baseball family well, man.
Wow.
Like, because she's a young little girl, and she is a beast in softball. Yeah. And I'm going based on what I've seen, like,
Well, hell,
on
they're starting
Facebook.
they're starting
So,
to make money in this NIL thing too, man.
Dude, that little girl is going to be a beast in
Like that
softball.
chick that
if she keeps up with
like
it.
$2 million for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But that's what pisses me off, though. Because, what's his name? Micah got the same money that Pat gave under his 6 people banner, under the Adidas banner. And then now he's playing for A&M. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
There should be contracts, and there should be like
Oh,
you sign
he
right
went to
here,
A&M?
and we
yeah,
should
he
just,
went to A&M.
I know he was in the portal, but I know where he
Yeah.
went.
And
Well,
did you
they-
see his ridiculous ass fucking NIL deal? Immediately like immediately to sign was $700,000, right? And then it was like a chauffeur to drive him to and from practice
In a
every
Cadillac? It had
fucking
to be a
day.
black
We're
Cadillac.
everywhere.
In a Cadillac
anywheres.
every day.
Oh, pussy.
And then it needed 10
10 away or
10
tickets. Yep.
10 away hotel and airfare accommodation and tickets for the away games.
For family. And then he got to decide whether he was going to play or not after an injury or
Yes.
it had nothing to do with the trainers. It was his and his family.
And this is after he took the Adidas Pat Mahomes NIL deal. You know what I mean? Like,
And he also needed a place for his family to live and 3 vehicles for each like
Family member,
3
or the families.
for a family member.
That's
to
what that's
drive.
ruined college football, man. I think.
yeah. I mean,
And then,
So
and
this
then,
is-
and then
this is-
Texas A&M is taking Afghan money or Arabian money or where the
Live.
fuck?
It would be like the live.
So, hey, help me out. I want to be politically
Some
correct.
Habib money, man. Out of
I
gas,
think it's ISIS money.
probably.
I think they're taking ISIS money.
All right, Paul, go ahead. Tell us.
Fucking lost it. Okay, this is it was I heard on another podcast. Do you think they would start selling teams? College teams,
Nah.
like ownership to a football
hell
team.
no.
No.
No,
There'd be no fucking way, dude. The
Like-
NCAA is the biggest gangster fucking.
Yeah, but if
There'd be no fucking way they'd let anyone buy a fucking school
or
team.
just have ownership in it, like it's just a little bit of equity in it.
Nah.
the same people that
just
run the
did that shit over
live.
one Florida school.
Nah.
Right. That's what I thought.
Dude, you think
kinda
you
seems like
think
he owns
someone
it
would
now.
buy a school?
They're already giving them money.
No, but buy a school. Like own a
Well,
school.
Well, yeah, I mean, not the school, but like the team. Like, okay, the
And to
NIL
be their
is-
sponsor.
Yeah,
They're-
it's basically you're a sponsor. It's like you're gonna get 40%, so that way they can bring in the 20 million. They can like the one person has the money. You know what? With $200 billion, I can buy me a fucking team. You know, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I want 30% of this team, and I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you 60 million off the top, so you can get the players that you
Bro,
want.
I'm seeing everything you're putting down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm with it. But NCAA
But that money's gonna go to the NCAA.
the actual NCAA, dude, they are nah, dude.
Yeah.
No, well, all
It's-
they
it's
care
like-
about is money.
See, I
The
think
NCAA?
at some point they would.
Because
Maybe not
because
today.
they lose a little bit of ownership. They lose a little bit of grasp. Like they're not gonna do away.
But,
with that.
but like the NCAA doesn't own the actual college, and the college can.
But they
just-
still have the say so.
Well, that they still have the say so.
They're-
I just get a percentage of the equity
I don't see that happening.
because if I ever want, okay, we ever want Tech to win,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
some guy comes in, he's like, hey, I'm gonna give y'all, you know, 60. Like I said, 60. We'll go $60 million.
and-
I'm gonna give y'all $60 million. I want you to pick up, you know, the next top whatever grade. We're gonna have these guys. We're gonna give them whatever they want. But while we're doing all of this, I need just a little feed. You know, I just need a little.
Yeah,
back,
do you not
just a little
think
back.
Pitbull's getting some from whatever Florida school he bought? Like bought the stadium or named the stadium after him?
Oh
and
no!
all that?
Well, he did because he owns the stadium
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. But
But
because
he's getting a piece of ticket sales and all that.
yeah, he really is.
I mean,
So
I get
I
that.
can find a way.
I get.
Pitbull.
I mean,
Okay.
I get that.
Okay, but that's step one.
But well, I guess you're
You know,
right.
that's
I guess
step
you're
one.
right.
Yeah.
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 You know
I
what I
guess
mean?
you're right.
So I go and I buy AT&T Stadium. So okay,
Yeah.
now Texas is gonna play here, but this is why y'all doing this. These are my requirements to play in my stadium.
That's crazy.
If you want,
Think
if
about
you
it.
want it
Yeah.
that way. Yeah.
I mean, how else are we gonna get a national
That's
championship?
where it's heading, man.
And I
mean,
think
but
I think
it's always
somebody
been
already
like
gave us
that.
that much money.
It's always been like that.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, you can argue all you want. All these national champions before this NIL deal, they were paying.
They
their
were doing
fucking
it already. They
players
just-
under the like.
Yeah, if you got-
come
yeah.
on, yeah.
what
Alabama and Georgia have been
Like Reggie
paying their
Bush?
fucking players.
Yeah, it's like Reggie
USC's
Bush.
been paying
The
their
only
players.
difference between
Miami did
now,
in the 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly.
Between now and then is that they have to pay taxes on their money today
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that they were getting paid back in the day. What's his name? Gillis was talking about Saban paying his players and shit. Dude, there is no fucking way that Nick Saban wins all those national championships.
No, he said integrity.
Integrity.
I had
There's
integrity. Shut the
zero
fuck
way that Nick Saban won any fucking shit without paying all those players under the table.
Somebody's getting paid. Yeah.
There's zero way.
And,
Yeah,
and,
no,
they, and they just
I
called
know.
them perks.
I agree. I know.
It was perks because the college was bigger. The college had more funding.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a perk of being a player. here.
It just so happened that your mom can live a mile away from campus.
Yeah.
Like what did your mom do? Like nothing. Like you can catch a football. That's what your mom.
I mean,
can
how
do.
many? When we were way younger, and I can't. It doesn't come to mind who the player was, but they were in the slums their whole life, and then all of a sudden they come to college, and then their mom has a big ass mansion and a fucking Hummer, and all of a sudden, like, who was that player? Like,
LeBron James?
was it LeBron? Because he didn't go to college.
No,
Was
he,
he Shaq?
he was getting paid
In high school.
In high school,
Yeah,
Dude, Crabtree was driving that brand new Escalade when he come to Tech.
yeah.
It was a Range Rover.
Or whatever it was.
That's where he's selling crack at him. I don't give a shit, man. I know he fucking is tech, but that motherfucker was selling drugs like a motherfucker.
Oh, he got raided.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
apartment got
It
raided.
wasn't Crabtree, it was Cracktree.
Yeah, like that motherfucker was selling drugs and dope. Like he was one of them.
It was good.
Well, you had what's his name? Byron Hanspar. He played in the league. Texas Tech played Pittsburgh, and he was at Kansas City. He got popped. Right, he went to prison. There's no.
Or was
blah,
that
blah,
Bam
blah.
Morris?
No, Bam Morris. You're right.
Bam
Bam
Morris.
Morris.
No, the weed.
And weed and coke.
No,
in
but
the-
yeah.
the entire trunk. And then they, when the cops were arresting him, they're like, "Where'd you get all of this?" And his words that came out of his mouth was, "Lubbock, Texas." They're like,
Insane.
"All right, well, okay."
Oh.
And so I didn't know Byron back then. I was a little kid, but I'm assuming he had a fucking badass ride.
You're talking about Bam.
Bam.
Oh, okay.
Not
Yeah,
Byron.
you keep saying Byron.
Both of them were badass.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, man. I get it. I get it. I don't know how breaking piñatas led to this.
To
but
this, yeah.
Yeah, we
I
started
was like,
off
what the
in a
fuck are
different-
we talking about?
way
I was trying to go
different
back. I was trying to circle around. I was like, how the fuck did we get here?
Because we started talking about how the shitty kids would swing first, 'cause they could hit, and the good ones would hit last. And they got into softball swinging. It all
Before we
spiraled.
know it,
And
we're
then
talking
getting
about
paid,
Byron
getting paid as a young
at
kid.
Pig's house because I
then
fucking
fucking Byron.
didn't. Had it not been for you, I would have known how the fuck we got here. All that to say, I've broken several piñatas in my life, and I had one cousin that was the same crybaby for the whole fucking every one of those motherfuckers.
Because he didn't get to break it.
You just one fucking cousin that was just a crybaby for every fucking piñata break. You're like, dude, you again? Like, get the fucking candies.
Dude, every pinata I broke, we all
They're
had
right
the same candy. The fucking Smarties. That's all they had in it, or some other shit.
Oh, dude, I couldn't tell you what.
Hey, dude,
What
people
cheap-ass
do
candy.
It
Candies.
was white people candies, yeah.
Fuck,
I couldn't
was
tell you
like- I
what
was
cheap
wondering
at.
what
No,
the fuck.
I
Dude, I was
believe.
in third grade getting those Smarties and crushing them up and snorting them like Coke.
What the fuck?
We would make lines on the freaking desk and just freaking snort them with a straw. Smarties. That's no bullshit. Ask Dave.
No, I believe it.
What in the crack house?
God damn.
Hey, y'all never freebase that shit?
It's just smooth, man. It tastes sweet coming at the back.
Goddamn, how fucking Adderall did you get on that shit?
Fuck,
Dude,
man.
you say snorting Smarties, bro. When I first ever was introduced to BC powder, the aspirin, the powder aspirin, I was like, "You snort this?" And they were like, "No, you dumbass." I was like, "Well, why the fuck is it powder?" Like,
I got it
It gets in
from.
the system faster.
I learned about that shit. I was watching. I think it was the Last Boy Scout. That movie. Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're snorting coke and shit. That's where I got it from. And like
And that's where you fucking chopped the Smarties?
chopping up Smarties, and it looked like cocaine. So I was like, I'm gonna try this out.
Fucking fun dip. Don't give House fun dip.
No,
Or the fucking pixie sticks.
I didn't get fucked. I got fat. That's why you don't smoke. That's why you don't snort that shit.
Hey, tell me when how good cocaine was after you fucking chopped it up for the first time.
I never had cocaine, real cocaine. I didn't become a crackhead. I became a fat ass.
Dude, I have no doubt that the teacher saw y'all and just let it happen because she was like, there's no fucking way they're about to do what I think they're about to do. Holy fuck, they just did what I thought
That's
they were
Carl
about
why he grows up. Carl, he grows out his freaking fingernail.
for his booger picker.
It is his booger picker.
That's his booger picker.
it's Smarty boogers.
Son of a bitch.
Y'all never did that shit?
No, never even thought of it.
No.
I remember the candy cigarettes and acting
Well,
like I
go
was
get you some
smoking.
and try it out.
I think I missed my time. No
Damn it.
regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Maybe that's just a white people thing. I don't know.
Maybe.
And I don't. He's all, I snorted Smarties and I don't regret it.
Shit, I thought every kid did that, man. Well, guess not.
No, we did not.
Oh, fuck, dude.
That was my least favorite candy.
Yeah, it sucks. So you had to find some other way to do something with it.
I want to say, no bullshit, that my piñata was always filled with like Mexico candies that you got like at the Mercado. And there was one on like Amherst and University. Remember that?
Yeah.
That little corner
Yeah.
Mercado? I'm pretty sure it was like a whole bag full of candies for like 10 cents. Like,
Or
and
they
that's
just
what my
fill it?
dad put in
Yeah.
the piñata.
We would get the peppermints and like Snickers and Butterfingers.
Or the strawberries.
Oh, the strawberries.
Grandma
Yeah.
candies. I don't like those.
You remember
I love
those?
those.
The butt fingerers.
What was those taffies that were in the black and orange wrappers? Like solid black, solid
The
They
orange.
weren't
Halloween
even
candies?
like, there's nothing
And there
on
was
them.
peanut
It's
butter in
black
the middle.
Yeah, just black and orange. Yeah.
And
They're
they're peanut butter in the middle.
And they're actually good.
They were
Yeah,
fucking
those are
good.
fucking good.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about the sugar daddy?
I
No,
hate
I don't like
caramel.
those, man. They were
I
nice.
fucking hate caramel.
I like caramel, but it has to be soft.
So you like the sugar babies and shit?
Makes you
The
soft.
Alex found one last week.
Don't give him that
Like
shit.
she goes, I've never seen this
stick?
before. Yeah, the
Yeah,
stick.
yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, I haven't seen this since I was a little kid. And she was like, I've never had one before. So she was, oh, this is good.
No, but yeah, they're good. But I never fucked with caramel. I never
No,
liked
you
caramel.
don't like it?
They weren't my
did.
favorite.
Yeah.
I like
But
it.
you
And
know,
the-
we said
and
we
the-
said
You
You
twist
just can't
them up.
buy them because you
The junior mints.
get stuck.
I
like
never
the
fucked
junior
with
Oh,
those
those
either.
suck too, man.
I never fucked with those either.
Yeah.
You know what I did
Like
fuck
the
with
Andes?
though? There's the Astro Pops.
Astro Pop.
Remember they were like the green and red cone shaped lollipop? They were like a cone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You don't remember those? Dude. Yeah.
But it had three colors.
Yeah, it was
Because
like
it was blue, green, and white, or
I know it was
Rainbow
green
Pop?
and red.
Was it Rainbow Pop?
No, they were Astro Pops. They were like
Astro
they were
Pops.
like a long cone.
yeah,
Yeah,
They were
I don't
fucking
remember.
good, dude.
remember.
They were good.
yeah.
I was going for the freaking drumsticks all the time, dude.
Drumsticks?
For the ice cream?
Ice cream.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Those were called Nutty Buddies.
That's the little Debbie stuff, dude. Nutty Butters.
Oh, the Nutter Butters
Nutter Butters.
Those are
Yeah.
Nutter Butters, but like the ice cream cone
were Nutty Buddies.
were Nutty
Yeah,
Buddies.
I think, yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Drumsticks.
I don't give a fuck. It's good.
That's what they're called today,
Have
right?
y'all
The
seen
drumsticks?
those
Yeah.
mini ones? They're like this fucking big.
No, I ain't seen those.
Have you seen those?
Oh, yeah.
They're
That's a serving
Like
size.
cereal?
legit. They're ice cream drumsticks, and they're like an inch.
No way.
Yeah.
For real. I'm
A
like,
handful of
who
those
the
bitches.
fucking eats? Like, who the fuck would eat this?
Or you just
I mean, I'm like fucking M&M's, dude.
mix them in your popcorn and shake it up.
No bullshit, bro. I'm
Yeah.
not lying. Like, I'm like,
Really?
who the fuck would buy these?
I
'Cause
know. I know the ice creams aren't as big as they used to be. Like the bomb pops.
That's what she said.
Were can size, and now they're like slim. Yeah.
you remember the those ice creams that like had eyes, like the Spider-Man or the SpongeBob's when you're a kid, and then you fucking open it and it's fucking they'd be all cross-eyed, like,
Hey,
you guys.
My nephew Ken, he got one like something like that with the Spider-Man's all jacked up. He started calling him Spooder Man. How much started Spider-Man?
Fucking Spooder Man.
Hey, that's fucking Spooder Man right there.
Hey, we gotta get on the podcast.
They would love it. The boys would love to be on here, man.
My buddy Noah, he was diehard Spider-Man fan, like almost like annoyingly a Spider-Man fan, and his dad knew that, and he would call him Speederman. Hey, you going to go see the Speederman movie? And dude, it would annoy him to almost fucking fist and blows. Like, I'm like, bro, it's not that serious, dude. He's just fucking with you, man. He's like, yeah, be just Speederman. Like,
Sheesh.
yeah, so I broke a lot of piñatas, but I don't remember getting a lot of candies from breaking the piñatas. Legit.
Even as a little kid, not breaking it or being an adult, I never had the aspiration to go get the fucking candy.
Yeah, I think the satisfaction is just to break that motherfucker.
Yes.
You're like, I don't give a fuck about the candy. I
Yes.
broke that bitch.
And then by the time I can get all the fucking candy, I felt like I was too old to get the candy. And like, not that I was old, but I was just bigger than all the other kids, and it would be unfair for me to push them out of the fucking way. But like when I got home, my mom always had like Reese's cups for me. So why the fuck do I need to get all the fucking candy for?
I do remember breaking the piñata the very first person in church in Shallow-Water. It was a Christmas church. It was a midnight mass. And then the kids went outside to fuck with things, and then they had a piñata, and they were like, all right, you go first. And then I remember, Sas! And they were like, oh, fuck.
Just fucking ruined Christmas.
This big ass kid plays baseball.
Just fucking ruined it for all the little kids. And I'm gonna swing.
Pinche palo's all broken and
You know,
shit.
hey,
Pinche
you know
pañal.
there's these spoiled ass kids out there fucking crying about it too.
I don't remember. I just remember, like, fucking breaking it and be like, yeah, bitch.
Like you hit a home run, right? Like I don't fucking need that fucking candy. My mom buys me candy on the
Bat toss and
regular.
shit. Toss the bag, goes running around.
I have Skittles, big
I don't
bag
need-
Skittles at the house.
I don't need that smarty cocaine shit.
Save that for the white people.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it, man, that still boggles my mind. Y'all didn't do that.
I never thought about it.
Never
No,
thought
he's
about
like,
it.
It never
he goes,
crossed
I
my
thought y'all
mind.
Mexicans love cocaine.
That's the Cubans.
Cocaine. And next time you have some Smarties, just try it.
All right.
You won't
Yeah.
If I run across
Hey,
a
you know
Smarties,
what?
I'll
We're
try
gonna
it.
buy some Smarties and we're gonna fucking chop it up right here on this
guarantee I'm
table.
never gonna
Hey,
snort
roll up
a
a
Smartie.
$100 bill and just fucking like you
God.
big time in it.
Hey, you know what? We got $100
What do
bills
they
in our
call it?
pockets
What's
now.
$100 bills are like 20s now. Shit. So fuck, man. Before we fucking we got to reel it in a little bit.
We ain't even got to all the questions, man.
That's what I'm saying. We got to reel it in a little bit. Paul, for 2025, bro. New Year's, new me type shit.
Okay.
Are there any fucking old habits you want to break?
I think I don't know if it's an old habit. I don't know if I have habits. Maybe my wife would tell me I have bad habits, but it's more of saying shit that I want to do and not fucking doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the same way, buddy.
So if that's a bad habit or that's just something that I do, I think that's what I want to stop doing. Is just go and fucking do it. You know, or put real effort into doing something, or again just shutting the fuck up and just doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so or maybe even be more a little direct. You know, in the sense of I want to do something. This is what we're gonna do. You know, and I think it's gonna benefit us. You know, as a family or as a relationship.
saying that in general though about everything.
Yeah,
like
just everything in
like a
general.
vacation, family time,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, because everybody has, their own traditions, their own, normal things that you do in the family. You know, what you
Yeah.
did every Sunday was not what I did every Sunday growing up, you
Yeah.
know, but it was normal for us. So the wife has mentioned, I want to start doing Sunday something with the family. And then the cool thing was the older son was like, Dad, Mom, I want to start having family game nights, once or twice a month. So they're both on the same track, but I think me growing up, it was normal for me to do Sunday stuff.
Yeah.
So what I didn't do was keep it going in my own family. You know what I mean? Because wife didn't do that normally. So I could have or should have kept it going, and this is part of the deal. But it would have been, we're all going to grandma's house because that's what I did, instead of making, hey, we're going to do this here at our house
Yeah.
on Sunday. So, you get your own family, you create your own thing, you create your own tradition. So that's what I want to do. If she wants to say, hey, this is what I want to do, okay, well, I'm gonna hold you accountable. You said you want to do that, let's let you start doing it. And not every Sunday, let's start once, hey, are y'all off? What Sunday are y'all off? Because everybody works, on Sundays as far as the kids go. They could all be working on Sunday. So whenever we have a Sunday where everybody's off, this Sunday is designated for a dinner, a lunch, going out, or coming over.
Yeah,
Despite what the weather is, if it's cold, we're gonna make something warm. If it's hot, we're gonna cook outside, But for my deal is stop saying what I want to do,
And just do it.
and then just start doing it.
Just schedule
Just schedule it to do it. Whether it's like, I've sent out a few texts. You got one, and it was like when I think we got into a rut. Just me and the wife, got into a rut, and we weren't going anywhere. We weren't doing anything because it was just work, go home, work, go home, work, go home, and it was like I'm too fucking tired of doing anything. I don't want to do anything. And we had a day where we went out and we did stuff, and it was normal life stuff that people do on a regular day.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the mall, run errands, get gas, but we were out of the house. And as mundane as it was, I think for me and her, it was like, I think we needed this.
Yeah.
To get out of the fucking house. I love being at home, but just to get out of the house. So it's not that I don't want to have dinner with you, but you're always inviting me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because I don't know your work schedule. So, but that's not an excuse on my end. I should, hey, what are you doing? I want to do something. Let's go somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're all adults. We can all drink. Like, I love to bowl. It's not like I'm good at it, but I just like going bowling. So, like, all of us get up and go, hey, let's go bowling and just get all
Bro,
fucking
if you
late.
ever invited us to go bowl and like we're available and
Yeah.
Isaiah goes, it's over, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Like,
Isaiah will get second place.
That kid takes bowling
Serious?
Dude, he's got 2 bowling balls.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, and a bag and everything. Like,
No shit.
bro,
Yeah.
he fucking takes bowling fucking serious.
And I say that bowling because that's what we used to do with the kids. Because we really couldn't go anywhere.
yeah.
But it was cheap enough that we could all go.
Yeah.
We can all eat.
I like bowling. Don't get me wrong.
And for me, it's just, it was fun. And for us,
Yeah.
a little nostalgic. As a family, if I did anything, that was a fun thing for me.
Yeah, I like to go
You know?
bowling. It's just Isaiah fucking ruins my fun
he does
because
it?
he's
Yeah.
competitive,
Okay.
bro.
Well,
I don't bowl.
he
I
can get on
just
that
take
other
pictures
lane.
of beer, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's me too. Like, I'll just sit back and drink beer. Fuck y'all. Y'all can play.
Yeah.
But that kid, Eric, went bowling one time with us, and watching them two was like, oh, fuck, dude. Be for reals. Like, come on. And they were so competitive with each other. This motherfucker ruptured his bicep doing that shit.
King
Like,
man?
I fucked up my arm and I was barely winning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey JP, I fucked up my arm. He was like, what are you gonna do? I said, I'm gonna beat Isaiah.
I'm going to beat him with the fucked up
And he
arm.
was like, dude, like, don't fuck up your arm. I was like, no, I'm gonna go left-handed.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, like, what are you doing? And the first fucking ball that I threw left-handed, strike.
Nice.
And I ended up beating Isaiah. and I had to play like the last 2 or 3 frames.
Regular Ernie
left-handed.
McCracken over here, dude.
And I won, right? And still to this day, I tell Isaiah that I beat him. He doesn't like that at all.
No.
Him and
That's
bowling,
awesome.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
Him and bowling, bro. He like fucking
Really?
yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, it's just it's. I want to be more involved with people. You know, my people,
Yeah.
not people. You know, fuck people, but you know, like my
No, I
people.
get it,
Yes.
yeah.
I want to be
Yeah,
involved
you're right.
with my people.
And, you know, and then that's what I was thinking too. Like, I thought to myself, I was like, I need to be hanging out with my people. Like, you know, like you and JP and JP and I, we've had a little bit more connection for a lot of years, so we don't miss out on a lot of stuff. But I miss out on stuff with you, and I miss out on stuff with a lot of people that I should and we should be hanging out.
Be hanging out. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so we need to do that more.
Right.
So like, let's go eat dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to each other's houses. I cook something, you cook something, JP cooks something, somebody cooks something.
Or everybody bring a little bit of something.
And we
Yeah.
can hang out, right? I think we should do that for the next year.
Yeah.
Like that would make me feel better that I get to hang out with my friends and doing fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the wife and I were always out to eat with different friends. When it's my weeks off, and it sucks that my mom is a homebody. Like, you can't get her out of the house.
Yeah.
So, who the fuck else am I gonna kick it with? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, all of
Yeah.
y'all are working. So whoever wants to go out to fucking eat, you know, and we fucking go out to eat all the time with a bunch of people,
Yeah.
and I love that. I
Yeah.
fucking love that because
And you introduce us to things. Like, I don't know if that's your normal thing to go to
Yeah.
different places or try new places. We get stuck in a rut, you know, and it's just like we're gonna go to the same places. We're fighting. I'm like, well, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. It's like, well, where else can we go? And he's like, fuck, I don't know. I was like, I'm not gonna drive by. Let's go try that.
Yeah.
Because what if I don't like it? You know. But we went to the hot bowl plate thing and the sushi.
oh yeah, that was badass.
That was badass. It was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Dude, and I would go just for
That hot pot?
For the hot pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just go just for the sushi. Just order a fuck ton of
we
sushi and just clear
murdered
that
that
shit up.
fucking bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But that's what we do. Like, I don't invite you expecting you to invite me back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So if whoever can fucking roll can roll.
Yeah.
And we go out to eat, and it's
I want to reciprocate the love that you send
Yeah.
to let you know that I appreciate you thinking of me at some point in your life or in your day. Just like when you send a text, when you send, like Thomas, on the podcast today, he's like, oh, it makes me feel good. And the thing is I was, and it's not an excuse, but it kind of is like, hey, I'm sorry, because he said something I wanted to text him, and say, dude, don't do this, don't think that, don't whatever, and I literally was in the middle of something, and it was a weird day today. I was fighting dogs all day today, so I got my mind sidetracked. I needed to be more aware, but
the thing is, out of all of us, Thomas is out of all of us, he's the hardest on himself out
Yes.
of all of us.
yeah, 100%. So
And that's what in 2025, it's a goal of mine to
to help him,
help him.
yeah,
Dude, that dude has so much talent, he don't even know.
And
Yeah.
he's so hard on himself.
yeah. And I would say to him, I was like, I hope you don't see yourself as a failure, because you're not. You have overcome so many different things, and then
To have three high school graduates
Yes.
is saying a lot
right,
in your family.
yes,
To have 3 college attendees, and they're not graduates yet because they're still in
'Cause they're still
school.
yeah.
Bro, that's saying a whole lot.
And then to say
But he
that-
don't see that.
Yeah,
He
and
doesn't
then-
see that.
And then to say that as a single father,
Yeah.
and even if at times he wasn't single, it's still what he had to overcome to, like, how many guys stay there? You know what I mean? Because the norm for me would be mom was no good, dad was like, I can't handle this. Here, grandma or my mom raised my girls. I'm gonna work and I'll just send you money, and I would just try to find a place somewhere else so I wouldn't have to deal with my daughters because I can't raise 3 girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't associate with that. So my mom's a girl. I'll let my mom raise the 3 girls, and then I'll just send them money and make sure they're okay. And then when they're older, we'll come in.
I'll
you know.
just peek behind the curtain a little bit.
Yeah, very much so. But he didn't, and he's not like that. He's 100% involved. You know, so it's like, dude, take that honor, pat yourself on the back. You know,
but he won't.
Yeah,
He won't.
So
my habit is kind of sort of along the lines of yours. Is I talk myself out of shit a lot.
I'm the same freaking way, dude.
Like, I'm like, my wife is like, do you need to capitalize on this shirt or you need to make this? And I'm like, not a lot of people will want it. And then I'll be like, okay, well, I need to go to the gym in the morning, but it's my wife's day off, so I'll just go straight home and we'll have a day. And then we do nothing because I go to bed, and then it's still a shit day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I talk myself out of a bunch of shit, and I hope and I wish to just break that fucking habit.
Yeah.
And just fucking do it. And it's kind of like a piggy bank off of yours.
No,
but,
yeah.
But in my mind, I have an excuse for visions, a lot of visions on like my day or a plan for a new shirt or whatever. And I'm like, I just talk myself out of it.
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't want to. Maybe it's just because I'm afraid of failing.
Putting it out there and nobody wanted
Yeah.
it. Yes.
Because if I did do it, if I went through it and no one fucking reached out and wanted it, in my mind I'd be like, oh fuck. Like I'd be down on myself for, I guess, being vulnerable, maybe. Maybe that's not the word, but in a sense,
Well, it's
you are
vulnerability
being
to put yourself out
vulnerability.
there.
Yeah,
You're putting yourself out there. You're putting something that you created or
Yeah.
that you thought, oh, this is my idea.
And no one
then,
wants
and nobody
it. And
fucking
I'm
wants it. It's like, man.
fuck. See, I knew
But-
better.
Yeah, and that will happen. But if you put 5 out there, 3 of them may hit.
Yeah.
Even if you put 2 out, there are 5 out there and only 2 hit. You know, but I can see where it's like, I put 5 out there and nobody bit. You know, and
But
it's like,
yeah, I talk
fuck.
myself out of a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
I really do.
no, we can't do that.
No, and that's
Yeah.
my regret. Is
Yeah.
my regret. My habit is I want to drop that fucking habit.
Yeah, you
For
got
real.
it, man.
Yeah.
Let me just put it up and do limited series. That's how you make it special. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You put
Yeah.
5 out there and we'll see if anybody likes these. And then you put it's a marketing trick. Limited series, and people say, "Oh, it's limited. They're not making any." So I want to have those. Like, oh, he's only got 5. I'm gonna take one of those because I want to be the guy who has one of the 5.
And you're speaking to the genius of I don't know how to explain it, but I'm a sneakerhead,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So I already know the most limited shit. Oh, I want it.
Yeah.
You know, so I agree.
Yeah.
Like I follow that to the T because it's so limited. I need it.
Yeah. Or even on the failure, you put it out there and everything that sold out, the ones that didn't sell out, you make those limited.
Yeah.
You know, and then people are like, "Oh shit, you just psyched them out." And now, okay, I want it now. You know. So,
Yeah.
but,
I mean, it's
yeah.
like it's like a store that puts shit on sale, but it's regular price.
It's regular
they
price.
Just
They just
marked
mark
as a
it up.
sale.
Yeah. They put
And I was
the
like,
original.
I gotta buy it. It's on sale. Yeah.
Because look at that sticker. Like, peel the layers of that sticker. If you ever
It's
peel
got
the-
like 8 layers.
It's got 8 layers
Yeah.
because it started out at
And
$80.
no one sold it, yeah.
And it just went slowly down. And then go pull the original, and the original is $80.
Yeah, it's still like
yeah.
I get it.
Or it's the
Believe
same
me.
price that they're selling it for.
I get what you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beat you Walmart.
Beat you Target.
They get you. And like, look, I saved this money, and I was like, when you bought something, you didn't save us anything.
No, it was 30% off.
Yeah, man. So I definitely have to, while it's on the brain, House, I got to give you flowers, bro.
What's up?
From day one, like even before on the old show, you were always sharing my shit, man. And it was you as an original friend to always share my shit, and we hadn't even talked in forever other than being Facebook friends. Bro, I gotta give you so much props and so much fucking flowers because, dude, like, motherfucker, man. Who the fuck would do that? You know?
Man, you know,
Who would do that?
when I found out you was doing your own shit, that's something because I heard, you know, from the Pandejos and stuff that when they were doing theirs, you were the first person that popped in my head that needed their own show. And then I found out you were doing it, and I was like, I'm going to do whatever I can. I said, it probably won't be much. He might not even ask me to be on the show, but I want to make sure he makes this a success. And that he gets fucking huge at this shit.
Well, I mean, not huge, but
I'm like,
hopefully I'll get there.
If I can get one person just to listen to the show, that's freaking awesome.
Well, dude,
And I've got my sister said the whole ER at Covenant is listening to your stuff now.
and I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
That's better.
it means the fucking world to me, but you were day one sharing my shit. Like,
Yeah,
you were
man.
probably the original motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah.
listen to this dumbass. Like,
I was laid up in the freaking hospital dying. Still, I gotta share this before I die, man. And I ain't even been on the show yet. I wasn't even on the show yet. And I was thinking about it all the time. I was like, I just hope he asked me one time to be on the show. And all of a sudden you send me that message and I was like,
from there.
I was like, fuck.
There you go.
And look at you, returning guest.
Yeah. I'm down anytime, man. You want me on here?
I mean,
I'm
you
here.
got me canceled already, but I
Yeah.
mean,
What's the name, dude? What is it? I'm fucked up. I'm fucking sorry, dude.
but for real, man, my flowers. Thank you, appreciate you,
that, man.
love you, man.
I love you too,
But
man.
what's one habit you want to break? If you
I
do,
need,
have
I need
a
to eat
habit?
better, man. That's all it is. That's all I think about every year, man, is I tell myself, I'm going to eat better this year. I'm going to eat better this year, and I never do. But I need to, man. I feel it.
Yeah.
I got to make a change. So we'll see.
Would better be less?
Yeah. And smarter choices.
But even at a bad choice, because you would say different. I work out, but I have food issues.
Yeah.
Okay, and even more so, that wife is like, "Hey, that's enough." Like,
Well, I got to tell you how. Let me give you some background. Paul always talks to me, like, about food, like if he's a 500-pound man.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Well,
Like,
I know you had your struggles with it,
but
too. I hear
but
you all the time talking about it.
Paul will talk to me like his addiction to food as if he
Yeah.
was a 500-pound man.
Yeah.
And so I agree.
I
see
understand.
everything. I understand everything that he's saying because I'm like, okay, this motherfucker's thought process is the same as fucking mine. It's just he's not big like me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just putting that because I just want you to think and look at like, you skinny piece of shit. You don't
And
know
to,
my
to
struggle.
be honest, dude,
Like-
I eat usually once a day during the week. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat lunch. I just work. Then I eat dinner. But I eat too much probably. And then I get into drinking sodas again. And that's what I need to get rid of is the sodas. On the weekends, I just snack all weekend, man. And that's what it sucks.
But the sodas are regular sodas or diet
Well,
sodas?
I've cut to the zero sugars.
Yeah.
Just to
Because that's
just to
my
get
problem.
rid of it, you
Like
know.
my problem is I drink about 3 or 4 fucking Diet Cokes a day.
And it's not even. I just like it because the burn. I like the burn
You
of
like
a
the
soda
burn?
after I
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
eat dinner. I like the burn of a soda.
yeah, for me,
that's it.
it's a dessert or it's
Yeah,
it's a
dessert.
reward.
It's exactly
Because growing up for me, you don't drink anything till you finish your food, so I have to finish my food.
that's.
okay.
I've always been that way. Like I don't ever get a drink during dinner. I never get a drink until I'm done.
Till you're done.
And then I'm like, that's what I want to get to is that Dr Pepper
Yeah,
and just drink that Dr
Yeah.
Pepper and then I'm good.
yeah, and you accomplish something and you feel good about yourself. And then
But do you think that's because when we were young, they were like, you got to finish your food before you get something to drink? Do you think that?
for
Or
me,
no?
it was.
I don't know.
I
For
know
me,
that for me.
because my wife cannot understand at all how I can eat all my food without taking a drink.
I'm the same way, dude. I don't ever take a drink
And
until
I
I'm
don't.
done.
Yeah. And then she's like, how the fuck do you eat all that? Because when I was a fucking kid growing up, it was like, eat all your food and you get a Coke afterwards.
We were allowed water. I could drink water. I can drink all the water while I ate, but I didn't want water. I wanted the sweet, bubbly, fizzy things.
Exactly.
You know, so
Exactly.
you know, and for me now I was drinking 4 or 5 Cokes a day. I drink the real shit. Like I ain't fucking around with no diet shit. I don't like the fake sugar. The closest I get to fake sugar is Sweet and Low in my tea. But even then I stopped doing that because I don't want the chemical in me. So I'm like, make tea, put real sugar. We're gonna do real sugar. That way, at least I know it's not something processed.
It's been a long time since I had a real fucking. It's probably when we went to go eat.
Okay.
When they were like, we don't have diet
yeah.
sodas.
Yeah.
That's probably been. It's been forever since I've had a real sugary
drink.
no diet.
I'll
soda.
buy sodas at the store, like HEB. I'll buy nothing but zero sugar. But then I'm going to Sonic every day and getting a freaking Route 44 Dr. Pepper.
No.
Yeah.
And it just kind of screws the
can't do
screws
that.
the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, but what I was trying to get to is like, for me, it's always been a reward. You
Yeah.
know, I got what I paid for everything. So 3 kids, wife, dad, right? Mom would eat. My mom would. Okay, I'm mixing 2 families. So after we went out and ate, did you finish your food? No, I paid for it, so I'm gonna eat it. Did you finish your food? No, I'm gonna eat it. Did you finish your food? No, I'm gonna eat it. And then I asked the wife, did you finish yours? No, okay, I'm gonna eat it. And then I got a supersonic cheeseburger deal with extra large fries, or the largest fry, the largest fucking drink. So I'm already sitting at 200 fucking calories, or excuse me, 2,000 calories on my meal alone.
Yeah.
But then I'm
And
eating
then you're
leftovers
eating-
leftovers.
Because you don't want the
Because
money to go to waste.
yeah, we don't waste money, and when you're limited on funds, that's what it was for me. So now what I've gotten to is, you're not. And the wife is not allowed to ask me, do you want this to finish it? Because I'll fucking finish it, even if I can't. That motherfucker go in the hole, and then, and I'll feel like shit.
You'll be miserable.
I will eat myself miserable, and then be like, why'd you let me do that? He's like, well, you said you were gonna eat it. And I'm like, okay, but we're almost getting to that point to where I can shrink my stomach if I intermittent fast, and that's what you do. You intermittent fast, but you make up for it. You make up for it, right? You're like, well, I didn't eat breakfast, so I can eat a little bit more. I didn't eat lunch.
And I really screw myself on the weekends and I'm miserable on the weekends because I eat twice, even 3 times on the weekends.
Yeah, because
I'm so freaking miserable.
Yeah, and because you're not, your stomach isn't, the stomach is the organ that can expand or shrink, and you can train it to do that. That's why the competition eaters, that's what they do. They just stretch their stomach out to fill and fill themselves up with all that food. But if you do that during the week, what you do is you shrink it, and then you expand it, and that's why you're literally miserable, because you're stretching that lining of your stomach, and that's why you get the ulcers, because they don't have, the chemicals and the acid and stuff that protects yourself on the inside. So if you didn't eat lunch, you didn't eat breakfast, you did that on purpose. So eat your meal. And then at night, she's like, let's go to bed. And why? Because I'm like a little rat walking around.
I need a snack.
And I'm looking for a
Same
snack.
way.
I'm looking for
want a
fucking
snack.
cereal. I'm in the refrigerator. She's like, drink some water. Because all I need is that full filling in my stomach, and then I'll go lay down.
But Paul, I promise you, all fucking day I can go well. All day. It's just the it's time to go to bed.
Yeah,
I don't know what that does to my mind.
dude.
But it's time to go to bed means, oh shit, I need a snack.
You need a snack before
or
you go to bed.
I need something sweet.
It's hard
or
to
I
sleep
need an
if
ice
you're-
cream.
If you're feeling hungry when you go to sleep, it's hard to go to sleep when you're feeling hungry.
And that fucks
That's
me.
why I want that
It
snack.
fucks me so bad, dude. Yeah.
It's got to be the 0 calories, 0 anything. Get what I used to do, or maybe a 32 ounce, fill it up, or 16 ounces of water.
Yeah.
Fill that up and just drink that water, and sit for 2 minutes. If you have that full filling, and you're like, okay, I really didn't need to eat. I just wanted to eat because my mind, I've programmed myself to do that. That's what it is. You program yourself. I would eat every 2 hours in high school. Like, this is no shit. I would eat every 2 hours, because my morning was driving to McDonald's, getting the big breakfast. with the pancakes, right? So that's what I ate. And then I would go to the vending machine in between classes. Then I'd go to lunch, and then I would have something extra. Unless I was playing football, I didn't eat because I would throw
Yeah,
up on the
yeah.
field. But when there was no football, the longest span I went was after lunch to getting home. And that was maybe, 4 hours, because it was, 8-hour day, from,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So as soon as I got home, I'm driving home, or I'm stopping at 7-Eleven on 19th Street to grab a hot dog with cheese and a bag of Doritos and a Slurpee. I'm eating that in the car till when I get home, and then when I get home, I look to see, okay, I need to eat something. So I'll grab something, whatever we have there at the house to eat.
You see what I'm telling you, House? Like, for real. Like,
Okay.
it's crazy how your metabolism is still...
It's slowed down,
It's
but
slowed
yes,
down, but it's still
but it's
top-notch,
still
bro.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then let's say I'm getting home at 5 o'clock, okay? Because we had long days at Lubbock High, so I get home at 5. 7 o'clock, I'm eating something. 9 o'clock, I'm eating. Okay. Now I'm going to bed at 11. I've got to have my bowl of cereal. I get a bowl of cereal. I would wake up in the middle of the night because my body said, "Hey, it's time to eat." And this is 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm eating another bowl of cereal. Okay. Then I go to bed and I get my another 4 hours break. But as soon as I wake up out of bed, I got to put something in my mouth, But it was like I got to eat something.
Yeah.
And usually it was 3 eggs from the house or an omelet real quick. But I knew I was going to be hungry in between class. So let's start the cycle over again.
That's crazy.
I'm back at McDonald's eating something.
And like I can be disciplined. It's just going to bed. I'm not disciplined, and it's battling the inner fat ass in me, because let's just say I'm working overnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I go to the store. Tonight is my last night off. Is my last night of an overnight shift, right? And my wife will go with me. We'll go to the store, and I'll buy fucking snacks, like 3 or 4 snacks, for my first day off when I'm going to bed. So
Okay.
when I'm packing my lunch, she's like, "You're not taking none of your snacks?" I'm like, "No," because she's thinking I'm buying those for work.
For work.
And I'm like, "No." And then it's time to go to bed on my first night off, and that's my nighttime shit.
Yeah.
3 or 4 fucking snacks, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad, bro. It's fucking bad.
And excuse me, I listened to you. I listened today, and I'm like, it's. I know it's a struggle. Like I personally, I'm working on it because of the fact that you made me go to the doctor, and some things came back funny. So it's like, okay, I got to get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not the epitome of in shape or of anything, but you can tell I work out. But this whole time I've been sitting here, I can't breathe because I've been sucking in my gut. Just because I don't want to look like a fat ass, in front of the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel heavy. You know what I mean? And I did eat today to kind of curb my appetite a little bit. So I did have breakfast this morning, but and then I had apples and peanut butter to snack during the day, and then we found some freeze-dried fruit, so I'm eating more animal-like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna, if an animal or a caveman was running around, kind of like they had the caveman diet there.
Yeah.
Dale was like, what could I find? I could find animal. We're not gonna find any peanut butter anywhere, but it's just, but that's just to get it down a little bit faster, or put some sweetness. But I'm walking all day. I've got 25,000 steps, a day that I'm doing.
But it's more of a reward now
But
because
it
you
is a
walk
reward.
25,000 steps.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can do it. It's okay.
I totally see that.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same mentality.
And for you, House, it's you said something, and I agree. It's like it's hard going to bed hungry. It is, and the hardest part for me was realizing, am I hungry? Or
am
is
I
it
horny?
That's always there.
I was gonna say bored. Okay.
But bored, I'm up looking for food because I'm bored. I'm looking for food because it's time to go to sleep. But it's like, am I hungry, or do I just want to put something, or do I just want to eat something so I feel like it's okay to go to bed?
Yeah.
It's a blanket for me, a comforter, You know, that it's like, hey, I'm gonna eat something. So what's the choice of what you're eating? What you know, like,
It's nothing healthy.
okay, so let's change it up.
It's like chips and Little Debbie's, man.
Right. So no more chips, no more snacks. Get that shit out of the fucking house.
Yeah.
What's your favorite fruit? You know? Well, I love grapes. So I'm gonna get a handful of grapes. I'm gonna measure a cup full of grapes
Yeah.
and eat them motherfuckers, and you're gonna be just as full. And people are gonna tell you, oh, well, that's too much sugar. Motherfucker, no. Like, it's
How is that
not.
too much sugar compared to 8
To
Little
8.
Debbie's? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's,
And the sugar that you're taking is not corn syrup.
exactly. And also it's natural, and also it's coming with fiber. So the metabolism part of that is, if you're eating fruit, the eating part of the fruit, the meat part of the fruit is fiber. So that fiber counteracts the insulin and the glucose levels, because that's why you're hungry, because you ate shit.
well, that's
that
why we're all
spiked
fat as
everything
shit.
up.
They took fiber out of everything.
Yeah.
It's all sugar
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so it's keep it in, you know, make that choice.
Everything is
And
stripped
do
of
it
fiber.
one day. And just see how you feel. It's like, you know what, I didn't like that. You know, I'm gonna try something else. One day. And you know, I get on the scale because I need numbers.
Yeah.
Like me personally, I do.
You need to see it.
I've got to see it.
Yeah.
To know what I'm doing. But in some slower cases, it's just like, hey, you know what? Just one choice every day. Trade one choice versus, and my thing, like, in all seriousness, like I'm doing it now. I had, because of the holidays, I do the Big Red Dr. Pepper mix, you know. So I'll put Big Red, and then I'll put Dr. Pepper on top, and then put another little bit of Big Red, and that's
fuck?
That's what I drink.
never heard of that.
Yeah, well, that's what my sister said. I was like, well, then you're not from the Arnett, because that's
You
what,
trying to
you
make
know.
Red Fusion, man, or what?
They make Mountain Dew for that, man.
So that's my favorite drink, is Big
Red and Dr.
Pepper mix.
I never even heard of that.
And that's what I did. She made menudo, so I went over there. You know, ate. We had menudo, and I had 2 Cokes. And I say that we shared the first one, but then I got a second one just by myself. And I was like, you fucked up. You know, you've been doing good. So from the scale from the day before to the 2 holiday days, I gained like 4 pounds.
Yeah.
But it's just water weight, you know. It really is. But the sugar impacts me so bad, you know, that it's like I can gain 4 or 5 pounds quickly, you know, with 2 days of eating like shit.
But I want to tell you too, bro. Other than your wife, because I know we don't listen to our wives. Like, get what I'm saying is, the shit you told me, bro. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Get your ass to the doctor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to take so much credit for what you're saying, like the
Well,
credit you're giving me.
yeah.
Because, bro, I know we don't listen to our fucking wives, but your story was like, dude, get your fucking ass to the doctor.
So.
You know what I mean? And we were praying for you like a motherfucker, bro.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
They helped, I guess, in the sense, like, it's not as bad as I thought it was, but it's not great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and there's some other things that I haven't told you or talked to you about that I will later. You know, that we gotta work on. So,
I mean, we got to take care of each other, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
our circle takes care of each other.
And
I
you know what?
believe that.
And here's what it is. It's like your mom. Your mom tells you what to do. I'm not gonna listen to mom. When your dad
Yeah.
coaches you baseball, I'm not gonna listen to my dad.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The
Like, we're not
person
gonna
that
listen to
loves
our
me the
fucking
most,
wife.
I'm not gonna listen
Yeah.
to. You know.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, but again, it's like, I can't make a commitment or a promise to you that, hey, I'm going to be here as long as I can, but I'm going to do some fucked up shit and
Yeah.
not listen to you and tell me, you know. So it's like, yeah, okay, I didn't apologize yet, but I'm sorry. But, you know, it's you know, I should have listened to you sooner, but you don't want somebody to tell you, hey, you're fucked up, and, well, guess what? You're fucked up.
Well, we don't want to hear bad news.
Right.
We don't.
Yeah. Yeah. But if
But-
I can fix it, I want to fix it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, just small things. Everybody wants to make a change, but
Not big pussy, little pussy house.
Yeah.
Just eat little pussies.
One stripper. You've already done the stripper, so you've made the bad choice. Everything's good from here on out.
Just eat little pussies, man.
You had a rookie stripper. Imagine just hooking up with a veteran stripper.
Yeah. Go to a brothel now.
Gonna get me in trouble, man.
Eric, you got any fucking habits you want to fucking break?
And hold on, let me see.
Let me see your
Let me
notes.
see. We need to be better with our money. And I try real hard, but then, it's like eating. Yeah, you kind of splurge every now and then, right? And you're like, I'm doing good. I don't want to splurge anymore. And I don't mind spending money when I need to, but I will spend money when I was like, I'm just having a good time or whatever. So that's going to be my number one, is that I need to be more mindful of that.
Yeah.
So that brings me to my next question: is like, are we financially disciplined? And I get a lot of from like my family, like, oh, well, you've wasted a lot of money on your shoes, or yeah, you don't drink half the bourbon that you've bought, right?
Yeah.
But people don't know my wallet. You know what I mean? People don't know my pockets. Y'all do. I'll tell y'all in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? But most people don't. But I have a set amount of money that I work for. You know what I mean? Like, that's an allowance. So if that's financially wrong, well, fuck, I'm sorry, but I've worked so hard for this amount of money every paycheck. You know what I mean? And it's not much. It really isn't compared to the whole fucking blueprint of my paycheck, right?
Right.
So it's just that little bit of money. Well, if I can stack that little bit of money for 2 checks and then make a big purchase of a few sneakers or a couple bottles of bourbon, that's what I budgeted for.
Yeah.
And I don't, in my opinion, I don't get looked at as I'm financially disciplined. But my wife would tell you, bro, my dad taught me money early in life, and he would get so mad at me for like spending my allowance. And I'm like, I never, like, what the fuck? Like, I work hard for this $5. Why can't I go buy candy and shit with this $5? And he's like, just because you fucking have it doesn't mean you need to spend it. And I never, as a kid, I never was like, what? But then as an adult, it taught me life lessons or whatever. So, dude, I have a rainy day fund. I've got another fund, like, and I've got a certain amount of dollars that I'll pull from a paycheck, and it'll be there for if I need it or not. And then if it happens, hey, there's this fucking bottle of bourbon that I have the little spending cash for. I got it.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I believe I am financially disciplined. And you can argue with me and say, well, you could be investing that little $200 a check or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck you. What am I working for?
Yeah.
I need some
You
satisfaction.
gotta be able to spoil yourself.
Exactly.
once in a
I need
while,
some
man.
sort of satisfaction.
Yeah.
And it's a mind, in my mind, it's a minute amount.
Yeah.
But
Because you're
other
gonna,
people would argue that I could do better with that money.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm financially disciplined, but if I like talk to a financial advisor, they'd be like, "You're irresponsible." I already know. You know what I mean?
I don't think so because financially, it's the Dave Ramsey deal. Is like you need this much for your electric bill, this much for your gas, this much for your.
Yeah.
So you separate and you put envelopes for each one, and each envelope has to be filled up. And if those envelopes aren't filled, you get another fucking job to fill those envelopes.
Yeah.
But if your one job fills them envelopes, what do you have left after that? Okay, now you need a savings envelope, you need an investment envelope, and then you need a spoil me envelope. And that spoil, so that extra money, let's say it's $300. You can put 100 in savings, you can put 100 in investing, and 100 to invest to spoil me, right? And you do this, so you get paid every weekly, or you get paid weekly. So you do this every week. So you pay out, you put the money in your bills, and then at the end, so you got 100, 100, 100. Now at the end, you have $400 to put in savings, 400 to invest, and 400 to play with, right?
Yeah.
Now, that month, you really don't have the time to play. You roll that over, or you say, fuck it, I'm going to put it all in savings. Or I'm going to put it all in investing. And then you do it again, you know, and that's a crude way that he explains it, but that's what you get to do. Or we're going on a trip, baby, but it's going to take us 3 months to get the money to get there.
Yeah.
So now you got the $1,200, so you save, and you do nothing for 3 months. Beans or rice, rice and beans. You know, you don't spend, you don't do anything, you don't go anywhere. You're not even going out to eat, you know, and then you take that money and then you go and you fucking splurge out there, and guess what? Maybe hopefully it's cheaper whenever you're able to get out there than what it was. So now you come back home with extra money, you know. So that's what I've done, or I've tried to do, you know. My bills are always paid. Never has my light been cut off. Never has anything been done.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's no shot to anybody, but that's just how I grew up.
Yeah.
My dad was the same way, but he did like to spend money. He said, my bills are paid. There's food in the well, not all the time, but but it was more of a circumstance. At one point, we had like 8 fucking kids living in one house, 4 of his own and 4 others that he was taking care of. So it was hard to keep food in the house, you know, on a $30,000, $40,000, $1,000 salary.
Yeah.
You know, at that time, and whether it's good money then or now, it wasn't ever really enough. But he would bring metal home, we'd clean it, we'd get aluminum, we'd go sell it at Jarvis, and then, you know, we'd use that money for groceries or bills or whatever. But that's what I do, is make sure this is paid, make sure that's there, and then sometimes I don't have no money to do anything. So like, babe, if you want to do anything, it's on your dollar, you know. But I financially, responsibly paid
Everything
for you
is
to have
paid.
everything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
So you may feel like a piece of shit because I hadn't been able to buy my wife something in a while, but, you know. And
Yeah, but fuck you if you're looking at anyone else's marriage dynamic.
Yeah.
And like, you
Yeah.
don't know how my marriage works.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So, you know.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You are financially responsible. You will be financially. And there's nothing wrong with splurging. There's nothing wrong with splurging as long as it's not splurging and you're
Into a debt.
into a debt where, oh, I want to go on a $500 shopping spree. Here's my credit card. I've got a limit of, you know, $1,500, you know, but I'm only going to use $500.
But you're
and
still
end up-
living on credit.
But you're still living on credit.
Yeah.
You know, that's debt. That's just straight up debt. That's not going to do you any benefit. But there's good debt, you know, and then there's bad debt, you know. So it's finding out what's good for you and what's not.
Yeah, and that's, I don't know, man. You can argue. I'll argue with you that the little money that I put aside for me to spend on myself, I could probably do better with it. But what the fuck am I working so hard for?
But I wouldn't judge you at all.
No, but I'm talking
yeah.
people outside
Right.
looking in.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Like you said,
I'm
you're
not
like
talking-
family
yeah.
members. Yeah. Like, damn, you spent $200 on shoes. I would never spend $200. I already told you I'm recycling old ass fucking shoes.
Yeah.
You know, and spraying them down and cleaning them up.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
let's. I'll be devil's advocate. Let's talk about your tea time money. You know what I mean?
You know what? Better yet, fishing.
Well, even that though. You
Dude,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
How the fuck do you go and work so hard and not reward yourself with golf or fishing?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
golf or fish, so I'll spend the money on a fucking sneaker or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
It's the same money.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same money
Yeah.
that someone else would have spent.
We come together. It'd be like, how much you spend on shoes? Yeah, it's about how much.
Yeah.
And, you know, when it comes to fishing, it was a lot more.
But
I've-
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like, I get it's what House says. We gotta enjoy life somehow,
Mm-hmm.
some way.
No, as
Fuck.
long as you take care of the responsibilities you got to take care of, like the bills and your family, and you got a little extra left, do what the fuck you want with it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who else? Who can tell you not to go buy some sneakers or some bourbon? Fuck
Yeah.
'em, it's your money. You work for it.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. And I think that how you set yourself up for later in life. You know what I mean? Kind of go full circle. What's the regret? Why regret not putting money away?
Yeah.
Or investing sooner? And then that's one of the deals. Is like had I invested sooner in some of the stuff that I'm investing now, I might have been able to pull some money out and not have any troubles that I'm having now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, 5 years ago, if I'd have put my money in something, I'd be like, fuck, dude, I could have some serious money, you know? Or all of us back in whenever Bitcoin started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could all put our money in fucking Bitcoin.
I mean, but
you
that
know?
Dude,
But
I'm going to regret that for the rest of my life.
you know,
Because when that came out, I was going to spend $1,000 on that shit, and I
Right.
didn't do it.
yeah. See,
can you imagine how many bitcoins you would have had with $1,000 when it
Yeah.
first came out?
Be fucking loaded, man.
Yeah,
you know, but
I'd be sucking your dick right now.
Like I let you.
You'd be a millionaire.
Hey, he was like, yeah, JP sucked my dick.
Yeah. I gave him $1 million. I gave him a little chump change. I mean, cause that dude, that one pizza story. Have you
Yeah.
ever heard about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
That guy gave like 10 bitcoins for a pizza.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What the fuck is a bitcoin?" He's like, "I'll just buy you the pizza." And he gave him like 10 bitcoins for it. Can you imagine how much that shit's worth now?
Worth
Well,
like
yeah,
$1 million
I
now.
think it was like 10,000 bitcoins that he gave, and it's like millions. Of
Yeah.
dollars.
it's like hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions now.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. But no, you know, it's you're do you, boo boo? Like,
Yeah.
do you? You know, it's take care. If you if you're taking care of your shit, there's nothing else.
I want to ask you, Eric, though, because I know for as long as I've known you, you've been smart with money. Are you financially disciplined?
I can always pay my bills, but to say that I'm completely disciplined, where I'm like I'm doing everything correctly, I can tell you that I'm not. But I have an allotment of money just in case something goes bad, and I can I can front up a paycheck or two or however many paychecks I need to front up. But am I as disciplined as I think that I should be? I don't think so. Do I miss bills? I don't. So sometimes I feel like, I can barely pay my bills and keep my money that I have set aside, so I don't go get shit. I don't get shoes. I don't get drink. I don't get nothing. And if I do go get something, if I want bourbon or something, I'm gonna go get a cheap bourbon, and that's what I'll drink.
Yeah.
So if you see me with cheap bourbon, it's because I feel like I didn't need to go buy shit.
Yeah, but you're bullshitting me because you have some high dollar top shelf shit in your fucking.
No, I'm not. I just look at it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
That's
get
not
what
for
you're
drinking.
putting
That's
down.
for
I
looking.
look at it. I was like, if you keep on seeing it up there, it's because I don't feel like I was financially had enough money in my bank account to
buy a
drink
second
it.
one.
To drink
The
it.
expensive, okay, let me ask you something. The expensive bourbons y'all buy that you hadn't opened, do you ever plan on drinking it?
Oh yeah. I don't. I open every bourbon, like, and Eric will tell you. You come to my house, you can have any bourbon you want as long as it's opened.
Yeah.
But if I buy a high end top dollar bourbon, I won't open it until I get a second bottle.
Yeah.
So if it's not open, it's because I don't have a second bottle of
But
it.
you plan on drinking all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
There's
not.
some
The,
people
I'm
that
not the
don't.
museum. I'm not the museum owner.
Yeah.
I'm not
I've
that
just
guy.
seen some people that don't.
Yeah.
Like they have it there just to be there.
And I'm that idiot that's like, oh, I'm gonna wait till a special occasion to wear those shoes, and I shouldn't be. I should just wear the fucking shoe. But in my opinion, a sneaker is art, and it also brings me back to junior high when all the kids had all these sneakers that I wanted, and I only got that one pair of fucking shoes every year, so I couldn't have that. So in my possession, it'll just take me back to a simpler time where I couldn't have it, and I'll just stare at it and just be in awe. So it does that for me. At least it does that for me, rather than it be a museum to I'm never gonna wear this sneaker. So Yeah. And now the game is fucked because now I'm into colognes now. And
Oh, Dave just got into that
yeah,
stuff, man.
and dude, it's ridiculous. Like,
Crazy.
They got you.
but
You're like, smell this. And you're like, oh, bitch.
it smells like culo.
The only one I wear is what the wife wants me to wear, so that's what I wear.
Are you allowed to pick
She
a new
likes
one?
it, that's what I wear.
Yeah.
You allowed
Well,
to get a new one?
I mean, I can, but I don't need to. I don't.
No, but I'm
ever-
saying if you came in with a new smell, she'd be like, "What? Your girlfriend could buy that for you?"
Nah, she probably wouldn't. She just likes the way this one smells on me, so that's what I wear.
what is it? Brute?
No, Burberry touch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. So I'll ask you before we go, there any habit you want to fucking...
It's already got me.
Sorry. God damn it. Fuck. I've had a lot of...
cut.
I eat too fucking much, man.
My bad, my
What are you
bad.
talking about it?
Are you financially...
Yeah, I know how to save money, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I make sure everything's paid. I don't go buying stupid shit that I don't need. I mean, I'll have stuff that like in my Amazon card or something for you that'll sit there for months and I never buy it because I just don't. Really
Oh, I
need
don't
it.
even want to look at my wife's cart. I mean, her wish list.
Yeah, I can save money, man. I'd take like either at least half of every paycheck if I can, and just put in savings.
Yeah.
Which I can't because of the bills, but whatever I can, I'm gonna put in savings, man, instead of buying
Hey,
something
man,
stupid.
help is on the way, bro. January 20th. Help is on the way.
Yeah, that's right.
And I don't have to look at my wife's wish list because it just shows up to the house.
You're right.
The Amazon driver came up and he was bringing some shit a couple of weeks ago, and I was outside doing some yard work, and I was like, "I bet you come here a lot, don't you?" He stopped and he looked around and he was like, "Yeah, actually, this is the only house I delivered to on this street." I go, if my wife didn't order something for a little while, you'd think something was wrong with her.
You call the
I
cops.
guess she
I need
passed
a
away.
wellness check. What do you call the cops? We need a
I hadn't
wellness
been
check.
there in
at
a
this
week.
address.
I think she passed away.
Hey, is your wife okay? I've been here in about 4 weeks. He doesn't even delivering you something. He just showed up. It was like, your wife hasn't delivered something.
Guys, thank y'all for coming, man. I fucking love
Man, I
you.
Always thank you
appreciate
for
you
having me on.
having me back, man.
I think we hit a home run on this episode.
Yeah, it was good. Good
But
times.
House, man, let me ask you this before we go. You have any final thoughts?
Man, I don't know, man. Just get up every day, get to work, make yourself happy, man. Every day you get up and get to work and get through the day, you get that much closer to the day to making yourself happy if you ain't happy.
Yeah.
Just do it, man.
I think you need to put your name on everything.
Exactly.
Don't do it half-ass if you're gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
Because
yeah.
there's been times, man, I just want to lay in bed all day. I'm like, what's that going to get me? They don't give me shit.
No.
Just get up and get it over with. And it's hard as fuck. 6:30 comes around every morning. I don't want to do it. And I'll lay there till 6:45. But then I'm like, fuck this. Get up and let's go. Let's get her done.
That's awesome.
And that's
Fuck
it,
yeah.
man.
Paul, you got a final message? Final thought?
My final thought to myself is kind of what y'all were talking about today on the podcast you put out. But my word for the year, because I've never been, new year, new me, but I was like, well, I've never done it, so maybe if I try it, maybe things will change a little bit, is execute. Doesn't matter what you're doing, just execute. Go out there and what you want to do, what you're about, whether it's family, job, endeavors, relationships. Go out and execute, because why waste your time living with regret? You know what I mean? Because it's a
Yeah.
waste of time.
Yeah.
Just go out and fucking do it. Go out and do it. Fuck it up. Make a mistake. Figure out what you did wrong. Do it again the right way. And if it's still wrong, just keep fucking going, because overnight successes take 10 years to accomplish. You're 4 years into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're 4 into this.
Did 3 years.
3 years. Okay. So you got
Damn,
another
it's been
7.
3 already?
It's going on 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got another 7 to be a success. but you can't get to there. Nobody knows you until
Yeah, it's 10 for the overnight.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you're a Hartua.
Yeah, or Haktua.
Well, that girl
Well, that's a
makes me
plant.
fucking sick.
That's a
And then
plant.
you're
So
fucking
we'll,
stealing
Hasn't she,
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
hasn't she been canceled now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
'Cause of her Bitcoin shit or
Yeah,
whatever?
she
Ponzi
fucked
ass
up her.
scheme.
Yeah, she did some bullshit.
But
Fuck her.
So,
But that's my deal. It's just execute and like I said, do what you want to do. What you always been saying you're gonna do. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
you know, I was asked about what's your New Year's resolution, and I feel like I never do one, but then I thought for a second, I was like, I just want to be more disciplined than last year. Whatever that means is like, I feel like I continue striving forward, but then you lose discipline.
Yeah.
And so discipline has to be the New Year's resolution. Discipline to eat better, discipline to maybe not drink as much, discipline to not spend as much. So just discipline. Be a better person with discipline.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot. Because it covers all aspects of your life, like you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, thank y'all guys, man. Fucking love y'all to death. Thank
Appreciate it,
y'all
man.
for
We love
coming.
you, man.
Thank you.
I'm ready to come back already, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you, I was like, can you make it? No, but I'll be there.
Well, we need to get a live stream for Uncle.
Dude, to be
Yeah.
honest, man, I needed this shit. It's been a long time since I've been on here.
Yeah.
I freaking needed it, dude.
Well, show me your nipples, because I need that.
Oh, I'll let you have my belly button, man.
House, man, I appreciate you, and I love you to death, man.
I
Thank
love
you
you
for
too,
coming
man.
on.
Appreciate you, man.
Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to Theater Burrito, and shout out to Patriot Paint and Construction. Hit them up for all your needs for anything interior. Excuse me, interior,
You need
exterior
mouth to
paint.
mouth? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Stick with me. Patriot Paint and Construction once again. Theater Burrito for all your breakfast and lunch needs, and RL Creations if you are in just looking for one shirt, one sweater, one. You don't need to buy 12. RL Creations, and hit her up on Facebook, RL Creations, and shout out to D-Lights Lubbock. I fucks with them and they fuck with me, man. So, yeah, until next time, guys.